Hey everyone, today is Thursday, the 21st of May 2020. This is The Gap, episode 517. I'm Luke Lawrie. Joab Gilroy is here, and you excited for the Snyder Cut? This is the big news this morning.
Have
you had a chance to digest it, or are you done with it?
I just don't think it could be... I just don't think it's... I think at this point...
Yeah.
You know, we've gone for so long... I think for a time, I wanted them to release the Snyder Cut more as an excuse to rewatch Justice League, because that's what I used the extended cut of Batman vs Superman as, like an excuse to rewatch Batman vs Superman, because I wouldn't normally rewatch. You know, you couldn't get me to fucking rewatch Batman vs Superman, right?
Yeah,
because I didn't love that movie. I didn't hate it like everyone else apparently did. I didn't hate it, but yeah, I didn't love it.
no problem.
But with the extended cut, there was an excuse, there was a reason to go back and have a look, and I was very pleasantly surprised by what they've put together. You know, I think they fleshed out a lot of the stuff, and you know, the memes about Martha and all that kind of stuff, that it didn't really rectify any of that. But I never really had that big a problem with it, like from I guess internal logic sense. I think it always made sense, even if as an excuse for a fucking fight to the death, it was a little bit weak, or an excuse for the ending of fight to it. Anyway, spoiler alert. And then yeah, so the Justice League one, you know, I'm never gonna fucking rewatch that movie. But if they spent $20 million fixing CGI, and adding in a bunch of contextual shit, I mean, I'll watch it for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I like, for films that I don't hate, I just need an excuse to go back and watch it. You know, because I went back and rewatched The Dark Knight Rises, right? And I didn't hate that movie. I didn't like that movie. And compared to The Dark Knight, it was very disappointing. But yeah, I didn't hate it. And I had an excuse when Internode, the doofuses, and the NBN Co, the clown car, cut off my internet out of nowhere. And yeah, I had it on DVD, and we went through and watched every single fucking Christopher Nolan movie. And then we reached like The Dark Knight Rises, and we reached it like literally the day before they put my internet back on. And I'm like, but I couldn't have known. I'm like, well, let's just watch it. Let's just get it out of the way. And I rewatched it, and I didn't hate it. The real problem with that film is actually really similar to fucking The Rise of Skywalker. I said this on Twitter. Like, they try to cram too many storylines into one film. And so you never get a chance to digest anything. They're like, fucking bang, Batman's retired, bang, Catwoman's here, bang, fucking, they've implemented fucking martial law, and, you know, Commissioner Gordon's done some pretty terrible shit, to be honest. Bang, Bane's also here, by the way, bang, you know, the Talia al Ghul stuff, and yeah, Batman's disappeared, and fucking like gang, and you're like, holy shit!
What's Teal'c doing?
How far into this movie are we? Well, it's fucking 15 minutes. You're like, Jesus Christ! How long is left? 3 hours. Yeah, the Rise of Skywalker is the same. Like, at least they try to fucking explain it with like planetary changes. That doesn't happen in Batman. Batman in The Dark Knight Rises, they just fucking like, yeah, it's still Gotham. Oh, you're in a pit. Still Gotham. Still in a pit.
It's slower as well in terms of like its pacing.
Oh, 100%. But that's good, right? I think Rise of Skywalker suffers unbelievably for its pace, or as a result of its pace, because it's like fucking, it's, you never fucking get a chance. I mean, that's not to say, like, I don't want to spend more time on that shitty fucking desert planet. I hated that desert planet. Just take the whole desert planet and throw it into space. But yeah, it's very similar problems. But I never rewatched The Dark Knight Rises to find out that it's not that bad a film. It's just a little bit janky if I didn't have an excuse. And the same goes for Batman vs Superman. The same goes for Justice League. So that's what Slider Cut's going to be for me. Do you want to watch it in one fucking 4-hour epic, or do you want to watch it in 6 episodes or whatever the fuck they're talking about?
That seems to be the rumor now at the moment, right? Is that it's not going to be because it's been released on HBO Max over here, which is
Yeah.
a new streaming service that's going live, I think, next week.
Right.
And it's offering like a bunch of movies as well as new TV shows, but they're saying that this could be set up so it's in sort of like a mini series, and that would be weird. I don't see that working. I think that's the wrong way to go about it. I think what they need to do is release the 3-hour thing that they're planning on doing. I don't think a lot of people have realized that, because I'm seeing a lot of negativity surrounding it, being like, what's the point of this? Like, it's a bad movie. It's not going to make it any better if he edits it. It's like, that's not what they're doing. I don't think people realize that they reshot like 90%
Yeah.
of that film when Joss Whedon came on board and rewrote it. Because Zack Snyder needed to drop out for personal family reasons, not because of like issues on the production, just family problems, family issues. And so he's jumped in and rewritten parts of that script, refilmed like 90% of it, and then busted that thing out. And apparently the studio put it together, like the cut. So again, like Joss Whedon wasn't part of that process.
Yeah, right.
So I think it's going to be a different film. Like it may not have massive story changes, but I think like if you give two people a film and they've got 5 hours of footage to work with and they want to get it down to 3 hours, you probably end up with two pretty different films, because they'll be using different edits or different cuts, different angles, things like that. But in terms of this, different takes. But in terms of what they're doing here,
what was I watching? I was watching something where what was it? Oh, it's killing me. Whoever, like the lead actor played it like he wholeheartedly American Crime Story. I was listening to our very favorite movie podcast, Here's My Movie. And Nate, who's always on this fucking podcast, whenever he can bear to lengthen it by 4, a factor of 4. He was talking about how in American Crime Story, the O.J. Simpson story, Cuba Gooding Jr. said he insisted on doing 2 takes, like 2 good takes, for every scene he was in. And in one scene, he would play it like OJ 100% believed what was happening, that he'd done it, you know, and in one take he absolutely had not done it. And he left it up to the editors and the director to decide which takes they'd use, and they clearly used different takes because you can never get a fucking read on the guy, right? Which adds to how good that fucking series is. It's definitely worth a watch. That right. If you had 2 different directors with the same fucking footage, they would put together something entirely different. And every fucking actor does that, right? Like every single one. And then you got Henry Cavill with fucking mustache coming in for reshoots and stuff, and clearly not happy to be there and stuff. Like, that would affect the different, the quality, the changes, the delivery, and there's so much that you could do with that kind of stuff. So yeah, no, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, and just to the like, you don't know what his film was like. We haven't seen that film that he made. There was talks about like massive changes in like Superman showing up in scenes he wasn't even supposed to be and things like that. You know, with him being dead, obviously in the lead up to that film, and so they changed a lot of it. I'm curious to see what that film looks like. I don't know if it'll be better, but it's definitely going to be his original vision. And the thing that, or not even that. I mean, at this stage, it'll be completely different to his vision because it's been so long. He doesn't have the opportunity to go back and do reshoots, as far as I know. Probably not. I mean, is Ben Affleck going to come back and do reshoots?
Right.
He'll probably get, if he wanted to do Henry Cavill stuff. He's always said he's keen to do that. Obviously, they get Gal Gadot, but reshoots probably out of the picture. The good thing is, I guess, is that I was reading that part of this deal is between $20 and $30 million to put into post-production, which means they can finish all the visual effects for his film. They could do things like ADR work with some of the actors for getting their voice lines fixed and stuff like that. So, I mean, Ben Affleck may not want to put on the suit again and do reshoots, but he could definitely do some ADR work if he wanted to. So, I'm definitely keen to see it. Like you, I really liked the Batman versus Superman extended cut, or whatever they ended up calling it. I thought it was a much better film, and so I'm keen to see what they did with what they want to do with this one, because it felt too Marvel for me, too much like they were chasing Marvel, like a very different feeling compared to what Batman versus Superman was. So yeah, I'm keen to see it. Fuck the haters. We'll see what it's like. We'll see what it's like when it comes out. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So while we're not talking about video games, The Last Dance is over now. Everyone's watched it.
This is the Michael Jordan documentary miniseries.
Yes. Documentary. Michael Jordan gets a hand job on camera for fucking 10 hours, I guess.
4 weeks. Yeah? 5 weeks.
Yeah. 5 weeks. Yeah. What'd you think? What'd you think at the end of it?
Yeah, I really liked it. It's a good insight into like the behind the scenes sort of stuff that you don't really hear about or get to see. Like a retrospective on what it takes to win not just one championship, but 3 in a row, like a back to back to back. And then like all the drama in the background that's happening behind the scenes, discussions with players and the beef that the players have with each other. At least back then, that wasn't a thing that you could kind of get a lot of information about. Like they talk about it in the show, and I don't know if you've watched interviews with some of the players afterwards, like your LeBron Jameses and things like that, being like, to them, Michael Jordan was a myth because he was someone you saw on TV, right? And on the newspapers or on TV ads or merchandising and things like that, right? Whereas in today's age, with social media, celebrities are everywhere. And so it's very different in terms of getting a look into their life. And I think that's what this sort of did, especially with like a lot of the problems that were happening with the organization and that sort of stuff. I remember I saw an interview in the last week. I think they were talking to Steph Curry about it, and like he was like, I've got enough footage as well for like on my phone for that sort of thing, but I don't think I put it out there because like he doesn't want to ruin relationships. Like that's the sort of thing that's really juicy and interesting to watch, because you can kind of you get to see these teams perform and be at the top of their level for years and years and years, but you don't get to see what happens behind the scenes, the beefs between all the players. So I dug it. I thought it was awesome. Really good insight. Obviously the circle jerking nature of how MJ's treated is quite high up there. I do think there are definitely moments in there where they flat out say he's an asshole, like people didn't like him. There's moments in there where they talk about like how he just trash talks everybody, and just team members don't think he's a good person. He gets in a fist fight with Steve Kerr at one stage and ends up with like
even
a black
Steve
guy.
Kerr plays that off though. Like that's the thing, right? Like but like what about Horace Grant? Horace Grant comes out of that looking like a fucking prick.
Does he?
Doesn't he?
I don't remember.
He
What
was
happened to Horace Grant?
he was the source. He was the source for the tell-all book that
Oh,
blew up
right.
Michael's spot.
Yeah.
Right, that's horseshit. What the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, but I think
And
they addressed
meanwhile,
that in there.
Horace, like at least they went to Horace,
Yeah.
right, to get his side, but they didn't like. It was basically just him saying, "No, it wasn't me." They didn't make it very convincing. Like,
I mean, they'd have to go to the guy who wrote the book, right? And he's never going to tell you.
they did go to the guy who wrote the book, and
Yeah.
he said, "I've got sources. I won't say who it was."
Yeah, but
I
that's
had
what I'm saying.
2
He's
sources."
never going to tell you.
He said he had 2 sources.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, there's so much of it that was annoying to me. It was so clearly, like, it was very obvious that MJ had final say
Oh,
on a
absolutely.
lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe for a second that the flu game was him being poisoned on pizza. I do not believe for a fucking second.
Why is that?
It's fucking horseshit. Get the fuck out of here. So, what, 6 dudes showed up with a pizza and then fucking tried to poison Michael Jordan. And first of all, they didn't report it to the police. Oh, that's not a good, it's not a good line. But still, like, surely they would do that, right? 6 dudes show up with a pizza and they're like, who's gonna eat it? Michael Jordan. Right? Why didn't his 2 fucking best friends order it under their name? Yep, I'm going to need a pizza for Michael Jordan. That's right. It's Michael Jordan, the fucking god of basketball. Yeah, just need a pizza. Yeah, order it under Michael Jordan's name. Don't order it under fucking Larry Schnitzdorf or whatever the fuck his name is. No, Michael Jordan. It's for Michael Jordan, so you better have it here fucking quick.
Yeah.
He loves his fucking pizza.
But maybe he
two
paid
in the
for
morning.
it.
Huh?
Maybe he paid for it because he's the rich millionaire, and he's like, I need to give the guys my credit card over the phone, and so they credit carded in.
Get the fuck out of here!
And the guy was like, the basketball player, and they're like, no, the actual basketball player. See, that's how it played out.
Fucking get the fuck out of here. That's just ridiculous. Like, there's no part of that story that fucking holds any water.
I mean,
like,
the part of it hold water is all the people they interview during that time.
What? That said, oh yeah, food poisoning. That's the line. That's the fucking line they give.
Yeah.
Good lord.
But that was, like, there was rumors going back a very long time ago.
I remember.
From saying that it was food poisoning. And this is the first time that he's admitted it. It's horseshit. It's horseshit.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, I've played the same fucking game. Fuck off. Fuck off with this shit. I've done basically the same thing. Oh, yeah. The reason that I literally have a story where I left a hotel room in a mess because we played Edward 40. That's what he was doing. Michael Jordan was playing Edward 40 hands with his bros, right? And they left there. They were like, fucking, I am cooked, cunts. Must eat some bad pizza. 7 fucking dudes showed up and delivered me poison pizza. And I'm the only person who ate it. Nobody else got sick. Yep, that's what happened. I ate an entire pizza at 3 o'clock in the morning, the day before a big game, because that's my fucking process, and it was poisoned. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
All right.
Anyway, but like I really liked like when it was MJ talking about basketball stuff, I really liked it. When it was MJ talking about, or when it was other people talking about how he wasn't as big an asshole as it seemed, I didn't like it. Because, yeah, it seemed really honest when he was like, what was it? Like, he had a line in like, about halfway through, they were going deep in on whether or not he was a prick or not. And so he's like, did I lead people? Yeah. And sometimes when they wouldn't follow, I would pull them along with me. I would make them come. And that's what you have to do if you win a championship. And like that whole speech, Like that was fucking good, right? That wasn't justifying being an asshole. That was admitting to being a prick and saying,
Because
but
he was also putting the
that's
work in. Like he wanted
that's
them to
what I
do the
had to do,
same
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And they like, yeah, at the end of the day, they wanted to do it as well. You know, like they could have just fucking left. Like, yeah, that's not an excuse. That's admission without excuse. You know, and I like that. That was good. That was honest, right? But all the other stuff where it was like, oh yeah, he was a really good guy, and blah 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 blah. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, we all know the millionaire story. He was a cunt. Fuck him. Who's a cunt's millionaire anyway? I mean, it's not like millionaire is, you know, the greatest human of all time, but like, he didn't have to be a prick to millionaire. And he just was. It's not like they were playing basketball at the time. He's still a prick to him. Like, he just sort of is a prick sometimes. He's kind of a cunt. It's fine. I admit to it. I'm kind of a cunt, right? It's because I've got that fucking. I'm the Michael Jordan of reviews, right? And I'm a cunt. It's fine. I've admitted to it. This is my documentary.
517 episodes in.
517 of rambling nonsense. Anyway, yep, good stuff. I like at the end, I enjoyed it, but yeah. And one last thing, speaking of sports, TV, etc., etc. Yeah, last week tonight. I don't know if you watched last week tonight with John Oliver. Last week tonight with John Oliver. Did an episode on how the coronavirus has impacted sports. And fuck, it ticked me off that they didn't go into esports at all. And I know, you know, it's maybe not the audience, but like if ever there was a time for that audience to fucking crop up, and it is cropping up. He spoke about how they were playing baseball and basketball on ESPN, but playing the video game version. They spoke about that for a sentence. And then at the end, he pitched like that he had fully sponsored this marble racing series.
Right. Yeah.
And I looked into it, and it is by design random. Like the entire thing is by design random. And you like that doesn't mean that like they try to set up storylines. Like this is the creators of this series. They try to set up storylines, but it is by design RNG, which means that he has equated the idea of competition with luck, and it just fucking ticked me off. It's just really annoying me because there are people who are competing at the highest level in self-isolation, and yet his idea of an alternative to sports is a fucking pachinko machine. It's so fucking shit, man. Like, that's it. Like, I'm done. I'm no longer watching I'm no longer watching this show. It's not just because of this. It's not just, oh, you should have said esports. Well, it's not just that. Like, obviously you should have. And I do think that there is a part of me that is like, there's like some sort of phenomenon. I can't remember what it's called, but there's this phenomenon where as soon as like someone in the newspaper writes about something you're keenly aware of, that's when the glass shatters. Like doctors talk about how, you know, the moment a journalist writes about some life-saving medical procedure, they stop, like the glass is shattered and they can't read the news anymore because they're like, if they describe doing medicine like that, what else are they describing without any real understanding of the concept? You know? And I think that there's a little bit of that in this. You know, obviously he didn't, for whatever reason, they didn't care. Like him and the team on that show didn't care enough to dig into the idea of competition in social isolation to arrive at esports, which is the correct fucking answer, not fucking marble racing. But yeah, it makes me wonder how often that happens. You know, how often he fails to arrive at the correct place on a subject, either deliberately or accidentally. That and the fact that there's been fucking 7 episodes in a row on the coronavirus, and all of them are about America's terrible fucking response to it. It's just depressing. I just can't watch it anymore, right? Australia doesn't seem to be doing that bad at it. I mean, we're obviously doing our best to throw all our gains away at the moment, but like, yeah, it doesn't like. I don't want to hear about what the fuck America's doing with it, because they're like, Australia is sort of like, I don't know. If we were playing Warzone, Australia would be like sitting in the center of the circle, like in a house in the center of the circle, waiting for the circle to close. And then, just sort of waiting it out, right? And making a couple of bad decisions. Maybe they picked up a sniper rifle, and a pistol, and so they got no fucking mid range or something like that. And you're like, that might not 100% work. Meanwhile, America has gone to the loadout drop and grabbed 2 rocket launchers, and they've jumped on a fucking helicopter, and then they're now flying around trying to fly under bridges. That's their Warzone plan.
We're outside in the gas zone, throwing Molotov cocktails at each other, being like, I think that'll stop the gas from hurting us.
Yes. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear.
Some of us are inside the circle, looking out, being like, what the fuck are those idiots doing out there?
What the fuck is happening out there? Yeah. Yeah. So I just don't want to watch that anymore. I don't want the latest update on that fucking train wreck. So yeah, I'm done with them. Anyway, video games.
Yeah, there's a bunch here.
There is a bunch.
Some VR stuff. I've been playing a bunch of VR games. I might get into some of the ones that I've checked out. A Fisherman's Tale. Let's go with that first. So you recommended this one.
Yep.
I think you played on. You didn't play it on PlayStation VR, do you? Do you have a PlayStation VR? No.
I do not.
It's also a PlayStation VR game as well. It's basically a puzzle game where you play a fisherman who is, I guess, like a puppet.
Yep.
And it's a puzzle game where the perspective of your character, you're able to interact with objects and things like that, but you're set in a lighthouse, and the lighthouse has sort of different layers and perspectives. So if you kind of look up into the world above you, you can kind of see out what you're already doing. So it's like a scaled down version, and it's kind of like looking in layered boxes where things get smaller and smaller, but it's like a mirror type effect. Yeah. And so you can do interesting things in this puzzle, like grab objects in the world, throw them outside of your box of the room, and it will change this perspective of that item in your world again. It'll sort of duplicate it. So using these like mirrored versions of your own self in the world, and that allows you to solve puzzles in your environment to get to the next step.
To be clear, you're in this lighthouse, and one of the very early things you discover is a dollhouse version of the lighthouse that you're in. And then if you take the roof off, you can see there is a little, which is one of your early objectives. You can see there is a little puppet in there, and then if you look really closely, you can see that it mirrors every single thing you do. And
there's also a little lighthouse in that room, and it's doing like, it kind of just keeps looking in on itself, and that's where you can look up and then see a giant version of yourself moving around in the world. And then above that there's another, like, it's kind of this looping effect,
recursive.
And so you use these puzzles to sort of solve the levels that you've got. For instance, there's a moment where you find a little like crab, and he's looking for his hat and his lifeguard sort of vest, and you can find these in the world, but they're normal sized, right? They're regular sized, and it's not going to fit the crab. So you got to be like, all right, well, how do I make it smaller? So what you do is you you've got to tinker with the perspective and shrink them down, and eventually it'll fit on the actual little crab, and that's how you progress with that puzzle. Sometimes you've got to make things smaller, sometimes you've got to make things bigger, and that's kind of one of the gimmicky things that the game does for its main mechanics. I enjoyed it. It's I think a very simple puzzle game. I don't think I ever got stuck at all.
Nope.
I blasted through it in about an hour and 10 minutes, maybe about an hour at the most. Very, very short game. I think that's probably my biggest criticism of it, is it's got a really cool idea, but it just doesn't do much with it. I would have liked to have seen it get a little bit harder and sort of explore that idea of playing with the perspectives a little bit more, because it kind of only does that at the start, and then it sort of does away with it a little bit towards the end. Like the very last puzzle is extremely infuriating. Like it just doesn't make a lot of sense at times. You're like, am I doing this properly? And it's a little bit clunky, just in relation to how tight all the other puzzles are. You kind of get to that one and you're like, this doesn't seem like I'm doing it right, but you are kind of doing it right. It's just really strange the way it's sort of put together. And so, yeah, I enjoyed it, but I just felt like it was really short.
I think it took me 90 minutes. The reason I recommended it, I do think it is one of the must-have VR games, right? Because I think the perspective changing stuff is one of those only in VR type scenarios. Like you could do it flat screen outside of VR, and I think it would be functional. But when you are in that world, present in that world, it is like staggering. It's such a staggering concept, and I think that it's something. What I got out of it a lot is that my wife really enjoyed it. She had a lot of fun with it, and it's something that opened her eyes to the power of VR, I suppose. Which was good for justifying the $1,000 fucking headset that I purchased.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think it's it could. I'd love to see that idea utilized in a way that was more complex, because that's definitely not what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
And I guess having played the Room VR recently as well, and that being, I guess, more up my alley in terms of the challenge that it offers.
Sure.
I guess that's why I kind of like that a bit more, but I still appreciated what it was trying to do. Because the Room doesn't really, like I said, it doesn't really do much in terms of stuff that you could be like, oh, I really need VR to experience this. Like it definitely adds a bit more to it, but you could still sort of play it on a different type of device. So yeah, just in terms of challenge, I thought the challenge aspect of the Room VR is a lot better, because I just breeze through a Fisherman's Tale just so quickly, and when it was over, I was like, oh, did I did I miss something? Or like, do I need to go back and collect the little orb things? Like, yeah, it took me a while to figure out that you could actually extend your arm to make it like longer to grab things as well. Because at one stage I was like, I'm trying to grab something, but it was too far away. I had a couple issues with the teleporting system not working properly. Sometimes like it just wouldn't do anything, which was really strange. But yeah, it's still fun to play.
I've come to accept a little jankiness in my VR games. The first VR game I played wasn't Half-Life Alyx, so I don't expect every game to be 100% flawless, some sort of sterile, tedious, but very polished experience. I would trade in terms of for VR, I would trade high-minded, idealistic ambition for I guess just boring run-of-the-mill shooter affairs. Anyway, Boneworks, Luke, what
Yeah.
do you think of
So I played
Boneworks?
Boneworks. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I so I jumped into this. The I don't know how it's changed since you've played it.
Mm.
How long ago did you play? Was it last year? Sometime last year,
Yeah,
right?
on launch. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like they've done a bunch of work to it. I don't know if there was a tutorial in the game when you played, but was there?
Sort of. Yeah,
You'd know if there was.
kind of.
It's like an hour.
Yeah, like, it's the first level is kind of a tutorial, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like the format of that, how it's set up. It's kind of like a sandbox, walking from room to room, clicking on buttons and watching TV screens to sort of tell you what you're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
And it'll be like I guess it's set out sort of like a museum
Yep.
where there's a room and it has a bunch of objects in it, and it could be just some blocks that it's like, hey, here's how you can move these around or climb them. And then there'll be TV there. You can hit the button. It'll tell you sort of how to interact with them, or there'll be writing on the wall and that sort of thing. And then you go to the next room, and it's like, all right, here's a series of here's all the weapons in the game and how they work and how you can reload them. And then over on this corner, there's a bunch of things you can interact with for melee weapons. And here's a dummy. And then you go in the next room, and it's like here's a bunch of things you can climb on. And it just keeps going from like room to room, and I think that's poorly implemented. Like I want to like when you get into a game and it's trying to teach you its mechanics, you kind of want it to give you a scenario or a situation where you should be using them, um, rather than just being an hour of just shit that like the game is showing you in these rooms. I don't think it's designed very well, in sort of like its layout. And so like there's even aspects in the tutorial where you're like, I don't really know what it's trying to tell me to do. And this came really apparent during like the room where it's like, here's how you can climb on objects, or here's how to climb. It
Yep.
like it doesn't I don't think it even told me how to climb. You kind of just instinctively know, like, oh, put my arms up and whatever. And it's a
Oh,
room.
what a bad thing that is.
Well, no, but it's got a room where there's one of those, it's like a vertical wall that you can climb
Yep.
up. In the middle is some monkey bars, and then on the right hand side is like a rail that is moving, and so you can grab onto it, and it's like a rope, and it just keeps
Yeah.
looping backwards and forwards. And so, but it doesn't explain how to do anything else. So I for instance, this room, I basically grabbed onto the monkey bars and was like, oh yeah, I can monkey bar up. But every time I tried to do it, my body's character would just start automatically like lifting himself up, and then would sort of not be able to, like, when you think about a monkey bar, you lift your arms up and you sort of swing your body across as you go. But my guy, what he kept doing was just lifting himself up and like getting stuck in between the bars, and I couldn't get him to stop doing that. So I gave up the monkey bars after about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I couldn't figure out how to actually climb anything. And so I went and watched a video on YouTube, which was the second or the first video on YouTube. And it was a guy talking for like 20 minutes and teaching people how to climb, because his basic instinct was the game does a bad job at telling you. And it was just him, like, for the first 5 minutes, not being able to climb stuff. Like it just not working properly, or being like, oh, sometimes you've got to press the jump button, and then other times you've got to lift up your leg, or you've got to move your arm in this specific position, and if that doesn't work, then try this. And so I went through, now I've played a couple hours of it now, but like I've had situations where my guy will just it's like he's lost all will to hold on to this thing, and he'll just let go all of a sudden. Or like his arm will just start shifting across and moving, or he'll just start lifting himself up without me doing anything. It's just the climbing in the game is extremely janky. They've patched it. I looked, and they patched it like mid-April, to make the climbing better. I don't know what they did to make it better, but the climbing's terrible in the game, in its current format. Like it's one of the most jankiest things I've experienced in VR. It just doesn't feel natural. And I've gotten to a point where I can definitely.
I disagree with that. I think it feels natural. It just you have to be extremely deliberate, which I suppose is a little unnatural. In that, you don't have to be extremely, we're old enough and good enough and have used the monkey bars enough to I could monkey bar my way across without even looking at the fucking bars, right? But in Boneworks, if I want to go across monkey bars, I have to look and be certain of my hand placement, and then every move has to be deliberate, right? I think in that sense, like once you are extremely deliberate in your hand placement and your movement, it feels very natural. It's just unnatural to have to be as deliberate as you are. But
it's not the movement I'm talking about, or the positions. It's when you're doing things with your body, and the game thinks you're like your body just automatically starts bouncing up and down. Like I was hanging onto a rope at one stage, not moving, and my guy is like bouncing. And I'm like, I don't know why you're bouncing all of a sudden. And so I try and climb this rope, and I grab onto the edge, and like again, he's like bouncing up and down. I'm like, I'm not moving anything. Like, why am I bouncing everywhere? And then you go and watch these videos, and there's people being like, oh, if this starts happening, then you've got to put your arm at this angle, and it's just like that doesn't feel good at all. And I think it's not implemented properly. I think it's badly done. And by watching these videos, the top videos on YouTube, and people being like, oh, this is how you should be doing it, the game doesn't do a great job. Like, you saying that, oh no, I think you're wrong, is I think that's you're like it's like a cop out. It's not done well. It's not a good implementation of its climbing system.
It's very interesting to hear you say this, right? Because you were giving me endless amounts of shit about how I was not playing fucking Half-Life Alyx correctly, right? Because you didn't have any fucking problems with a whole array of fucking systems, right? And yet, this is the fucking reverse of that. I didn't have any fucking problems with Boneworks like, there are videos of me online. You can go, like, if you search Joby Jojo Boneworks on Twitter, there is a video of me literally climbing over the top of like a room, like completely circumventing the natural progression path for that room just by climbing up some girders and across the fucking top of the roof, across the ceiling. So I don't have to solve the puzzle, instead solving it via climbing, right? Because I got to a point where I was extremely capable at climbing in that game. Like, unbelievably capable at climbing in that game. That, to me, indicates that I had clearly mastered the system, right? But at the same time, your complaints indicate that there must have been something different going on, something that wasn't happening to me, right? I don't know that means that. I mean, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong. I'm saying that there is something in that must have gone wrong, right? So if you're saying it's a bug, or if the system's not implemented correctly, fair enough, right? But I'll throw it back to you, right? The fucking system for sliding the fucking chamber on the pistol in Half-Life Alyx is also not implemented correctly, which is 1,000 times worse because fucking Valve invented VR, right? Like,
I don't
that
think it
is
isn't
so much
implemented
worse.
properly. You never brought that up once until Nate brought it up the other day. Your problem that you had was the reloading of pulling clips in and out of your backpack.
Pulling clips. No, that's because the slide was low down on the list of issues I had with the fucking guns in that game. Right? Like, it was. I just don't think the guns work very well for original OG Vive in Half-Life Alyx, right? I do not think that they accounted for OG Vive users.
Well, here's my next complaint. The gun mechanics in the shooting mechanics in Boneworks are great. They're really good. The interacting with weapons is terrible. The amount of times I've gone to pick up something in the world and it's pulled ammo into my hand, I'm like, oh, cool, I've got another fucking slot of ammo in my hand. or I've tried to grab like a weapon out of my sorry, I've tried to put a weapon into my backpack slot or your holsters, and it has just fallen, even though I've got the haptic feedback that's told me like it's there. That's like 80% of the time, I reckon, I try and pick up an object that's on the floor that it tells me I'm picking it up, it'll grab like ammo. I'm like, all right, cool. Like that is so groundbreaking when you're in the middle of a fight and you're trying to do all this stuff. Or even if I'm just climbing, like the amount of times it's happened where I'm trying to climb something and I'm like looking down at the ground or like trying to push my hand up and the dude is grabbing ammo and I'm like, no, stop grabbing ammo. Like that's not what I want. It's infuriating. To me, that felt like the same problem you were having with, what's it called? Like the reverse of Half-Life where you were trying to grab stuff and it just wouldn't work. But this time, it's telling me it's working, but the opposite is happening. Like, I don't know why that was going on. So that was extremely janky. I don't like the way the levels are set up. It doesn't feel like it feels like puzzle rooms to me that are sort of joined together extremely unnaturally. Like you talked about how there was no save system in there. I don't understand how there was no save system. It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. The level is so long. Even with the save system in there now, it's still too fucking long. Like I've had points where I'm like, I want to go do some other shit. I'm like, I need to find a save point. That stuff is stupid. The way that you bring objects with you, there's I don't know if you've seen it now. There's like a save system where you grab onto it, it saves, and next to the save point is like a podium that you can put items onto, and it'll save them for you. So if you've got a box that you want to keep for your next save point, you need to put the box on the save point, and then it'll be there next time. That's fucking dumb. When you get to the end of the levels, there's these reclamation chambers? Am I making that up? Where you can put items into the box, and that allows you, as far as I can remember, you can bring them into the sandbox mode for later, and create your own levels and that sort of thing. So sometimes in the level you'll find like one of these little bouncy orbs, like it's like a bouncy ball, and inside of it there's an object. It could be like a chair or a computer desk or something like that. And you can take that, take it to one of these reclamation chamber things, throw it in there, and then that'll be available to use in your sandbox mode, right? Why is that a thing? Why is it not just you can pick it up and you can use it, or just let me walk to the end of the level and walk through the door that I can't take my weapons through anyway and just have it dump it all in there? Why do I have to sit there, find this fucking thing, and throw all my items in there?
Do you have big plans to do the sandbox thing? No?
Then what's the point?
Don't worry about it.
Tell me from a game design decision, why is that good?
I don't know. I ignored it. Right? So much of what you're complaining about, I actually complained about. If you go back and listen to the fucking 2 Boneworks episodes, I complained about all this shit. Right? I didn't say Boneworks is a flawless fucking game. Right? I never said it was the fucking perfect VR experience. I said there was fucking tons wrong with it, and I love it despite it. Right? I love it despite how unbelievably janky it is. Because it has ambition. Ambition, Luke. It's that thing that Half-Life Alyx lacked, that old Half-Life games possessed in spades. No, Boneworks is like, fuck, I'm gonna reach for the stars, and maybe I'll fall short, but I'm gonna fall short on a cloud instead. You know, like I'm not gonna fucking reach it, but I'm gonna try anyway. Half-Life Alyx is like, well, the lesson here is never try. Like I'm gonna aim for the middle. I'm gonna do just the fucking bare minimum, 3 enemies at a time. Everyone takes 3 fucking headshots for some dumb fucking reason. How good is shooting cunts in the head and watching them fucking drop, right? And you're like, fuck yeah, I nailed that headshot. And then
the guns I'm using still takes 2 bullets.
Why? Why are you using that gun then?
I think it's I've got 3 guns now, I think, that I've used, and they've all taken at least 3 shots to kill them. So they might have changed that.
Maybe.
I think the only time... No, I'm trying to think. Like, if I hit him in the back of the head, does it work? Because sometimes I've been doing it in the front of the head and they get back up. It's definitely
Oh
taking at
yeah.
least 2.
No, there was definitely, but they fall down, right? And you just
I mean,
walk
they
up and
fall down,
fucking
but they get back
finish them
up
off.
again.
It's fucking rad, right? Like that's also rad. Like walking up and fucking executing cunts. That's sick, right? How good is? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Guess I'll hit people with melee. Oh no, that's too far. That's no, can't use melee in a game universe that was built around fucking crowbarring fucking things to death. No, can't do that.
That's coming in the sequel.
That's too difficult. Can't use melee.
I dig that there is melee. I don't like the weight of the stuff. It doesn't feel 1-to-1 sometimes. It feels very floaty. When you pick up crates, like there's ammo crates you can pick up and you can like throw them against a wall and they'll drop ammo, or you can bash them with a hammer or a crowbar or whatever it is you've got, a mallet. Like, it just doesn't, the weight of it doesn't feel right. Like when I hit something with a mallet, I want it to break. And sometimes it takes like 2 hits or 3 hits. There's points where like I pick up a box. In Half-Life, you pick up a box, right? And you fucking throw it on the ground, it hits the ground, it feels weighty and it breaks. In this, I pick up a box and I throw it on the ground, and it feels like I'm doing it in slow motion. And it hits the ground and it doesn't break. And I pick it up again and I throw it and it hits the ground, it doesn't, and like third time it breaks. It finally breaks. That's the same with like most of the weapons in the game. Like you hold something
as well.
and you
That was
hit
happening
it.
to me in Half-Life.
It definitely didn't.
It did.
Like stuff
it
in Half-Life
did.
feels like it has weight to it. You pick it up and it's got some, you're hitting this thing, you can feel it. Whereas in Boneworks, it just feels like everything I'm grabbing is just in like slow-mo. It's not like doing 1-to-1 ratio. I can definitely still hit things with it. It's just not like on par.
Are you talking about the fucking sledgehammer? You're talking about the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer,
No,
fuck
the
the
hammer.
sledgehammer.
I've used the hammer.
Hit just the one-handed hammer.
Yeah.
Again, there's video of me like hammering cunts to death, like fucking old boy shit, like old boy in the hallway shit. That's fucking amazing. How the fuck, like that's, it's not like I was like fucking, I don't know, slow-mo fucking hammering cunts. I was like fucking
Well, I don't know, maybe they've changed it. It's not 1-to-1 anymore. It feels like it's floaty now. Yeah, and the way the levels are joined together, it just feels strange. Like I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. It's just I'm kind of going from one level to another. There's no storyline as far as I can tell. It feels like a Gary's Mod game, or like a game. Someone got a game engine and built a mod around it. Like there's open areas and just like just weird decisions in terms of the level design, just stuff like that. I'm like, it just doesn't feel like a game to me. It feels more like a sandbox. And maybe that's where they've kind of gone wrong with it. They should have spent more time fucking around, like making these scenarios.
You've been trapped in the corridor, and then you come into a room and there's like a billion fucking trip mines, and you're like,
yeah,
I guess I'm in a trip mine room. If I close this door, if I throw something in there and close the door real quick, I still get exploded even though I'm behind the door. Yeah, cool. Okay, great. That's the classic Valve game design that I was looking for. Guess I'll just very carefully disarm all these fucking trip mines real slowly, and then I'll go to another corridor and I'll walk through this corridor, and then there's 3 enemies for me to kill. Then I go to another room and there's some trip mines. Then I go to another room and there's 3 enemies for me to kill. That's better. It's just, it's a good linear corridor shooter, zero ambition, not really trying too hard.
But you're complaining because Valve released a game 4 months, was it 4 months? 4 months after Boneworks, and you're like, oh, I've already seen this elsewhere. It was fucking broken as shit, but they've already done it before. Like, that's your major complaint about it. And I don't think it was broken as shit.
It was broken as shit, wildly ambitious on a much larger scale, right? Broken as shit in the same fucking ways, right? Like, if Half-Life Alyx is going to come out, maybe it could have at least been not as broken as shit, I suppose. If it's going to be a pared down, lamer version of fucking Boneworks, maybe it could be significantly more polished. You know, if it's going to be utterly unambitious compared to Boneworks, and by a studio with infinitely more money, right? On a scale of fucking money that you cannot even fucking fathom. Indie game developer, what are they fucking called? That team versus Valve, right? Maybe Valve could have put out the fucking tits of VR games instead of fucking a linear corridor shooter, essentially the equivalent of Virtual Cop.
Hmm.
Well,
I don't know. Like, I feel like the majority of people have really enjoyed Half-Life Alyx, and from what I can see, the experience I've had in Boneworks has been replicated by the content creators that are putting stuff out there and are saying that some of these mechanics are broken. Here is how you can get around it, and also by them. I don't know how many times they've tried to fix fucking climbing in it by putting patches and trying to improve it. Like, it's obviously still an issue. So, like, I've not seen anybody else say they've had problems with reloading in Half-Life other than you.
Let's have
not being able to grab.
Oh, what about Nate? Nate's had problems with it.
No, he said he hasn't had problems with reloading. Just he keeps clicking his things together.
He can't slide the fucking chamber. That sounds
it's
like
not
a
my
problem
fault.
with
He's
reloading
mentally
to me.
challenged.
It sounds
and
like
he
a problem with
figure out
reloading.
How are you? Look, here's my controls. How are you hitting them? What is he doing? How does he reload a fucking gun?
Here's our controls, right?
Is that how you reload a gun?
That's how you slide the slide.
By smashing them together.
That's because you can't fucking see them. You can't see the big fucking circle things on top of the fucking controllers, and your hand's down here, so you try to fucking slide the slide. That's exactly what happens. That's 100% what happens.
Not once have I smacked my controllers together.
Give a fuck about people who were using the controllers from the original fucking system. They just didn't give a fuck. They're like, well, maybe you shouldn't have bought a PlayStation 1, you fucking
Cosmos thing or whatever it's called.
He's on the Cosmos, but he's still got fucking Vive controllers. He doesn't have index controllers. Anyway,
so he's challenged with his hand abilities.
Instead of YouTube videos, basing all your theories on YouTube videos, how about you base your theories on the experiences of two people that you talk to every day who have both had fucking reloading problems? But that said, maybe have you tried Googling to see if people have problems trying to climb in Half-Life Alyx?
No, why would I?
No, because it wouldn't come up with anything. Because you can't climb in Half-Life Alyx. Because what are you climbing?
Ladders.
You point at a fucking ladder and then fucking warp at the top.
No, you can climb the ladders.
My bad.
You used warping. That's why you were warping everywhere. You can climb stuff.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, a ladder. You don't climb actual things. There's no actual climbing, right? Nobody had any problems because they didn't fucking try to
put your hands up and hope that it boosts yourself up.
I'm so shocked that there's no tutorials to do basic things in fucking Half-Life Alyx, because you don't do anything in Half-Life Alyx. You fucking walk down a corridor. What fucking problems would people have apart from fucking reloading a shit gun? That's about it. Like, that's about the only thing you would have a problem with in fucking Half-Life Alyx. Anyway, I said, I think what I like the most about this is that I predicted all of this. I said all of this was going to happen. I said you were going to play Half-Life Alyx first, and then you were going to go play Boneworks, and you were going to fucking hate it. Right? I 100% said that. And I said that the reason everyone fucking loved Half-Life Alyx is because for the majority of them, it was their first VR game, and they were playing on the best possible hardware. Because anyone who had a review out at fucking embargo was using index stuff that Valve sent them. And I'm not saying under any circumstances am I saying that they were bribed by Valve with $2,000 worth of hardware. What I'm saying is they were playing under the best possible fucking circumstances, and Valve literally only they wouldn't give me a copy. They wouldn't come to the, like, I've got VR stuff. I could have reviewed Half-Life Alyx prior to embargo without an index, using hardware I'd purchased myself, but they wanted it reviewed on an index, and I'm a fuck to say it, I think they didn't want it reviewed on an OG Vive. That's what happened. I think 100%. They didn't want someone who was well-versed in VR to review Half-Life Alyx. So what they did was they sent out indexes, and they gave people the best possible experience. And I'm not blaming them for doing that. I'm not criticizing them for doing that. All I'm saying is what happened is the first VR experience people had was Half-Life Alyx. And now when they go back, right, they'll have had a very polished experience in Half-Life Alyx, right? Half-Life Alyx on index, at least. And they will go back and play other games, and they will be underwhelmed, right? Because what they will get is games from much smaller companies doing their best with systems that they haven't yet mastered and yet are doing unbelievably more interesting things. And I think VR is a platform where interesting things trump high amounts of polish. I would prefer to play the janky ass praise of this world than the hyperlinear Last of Us's.
I've not seen anything that Boneworks is doing so far that I would be like, oh, that's impressive. Like, it's got shooting, it's got the melee, and climbing. That's about all I've seen from it in the couple hours that I've played. And
and the other games that you've seen that have climbing?
Sorry?
Other games that have climbing that you've seen?
Yeah, I've like I talked about this when I think the last thing I played, like I've done climbing in what was it, Blood and Truth had it in there where you could climb stuff, the PlayStation VR game. Like it's not, and that was released last year. So technically, maybe Boneworks should have done better climbing if it was done better elsewhere.
I haven't played Blood and Truth. You can't use that examples of games that I haven't fucking played.
It had great shooting.
I'm sure it doesn't have the same fucking. I'm sure it doesn't have the same fucking climbing system as fucking Boneworks though.
Lastly, on Boneworks, the loading times.
Yeah, heinous.
Fucked. I thought the game had crashed at one stage because I didn't know what was going on. I was kind of just standing there being like, what the fuck is happening? And I legitimately thought it had crashed. I turned around, and that's when I saw the Boneworks loading sign. I must have been standing there for about 45 seconds or something. But yeah, even then, like loading from section to section, it still takes ages to load into a level or the next thing you're going into. Even the checkpointing system, if you die or something like that, the amount of times it has loaded me back into a level and I'm facing the wrong way, and then I've started running down the wrong hallway, like I'm going back to where I was because I've just not realized it's put me facing the wrong way, is annoying. And then me getting like 40 seconds down a corridor and being like, is this the right way I should be running, or was I supposed to be going the other way? Oh, okay. Yeah, just, I don't know why it's doing that. It's fucking annoying. But anyway, I'm definitely going to keep playing it just to see where it goes, and then hopefully, because I really like the combat, the shooting.
You're not going to like how it ends.
Oh, probably not. No, it'd be fucking terrible.
It's a really bad ending. It's a really bad ending. But before you get to it, you have to climb for about 200 meters straight up, and when you fall, you have to start it all over again. Yeah, it's awful. I wouldn't. When you get to the giant wall, just go watch the ending on YouTube. I think.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's got a I don't know what you'd even call it, but you can press a button on your control stick and it lets you crouch to a specific height, but you can also like go on your tippy toes, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if it's going to affect anything gameplay wise. I guess it just means I don't have to get on the fucking ground to crouch anywhere, but otherwise it's still a bit weird. Sometimes I'll be running around and I accidentally press it in the middle of a fight just because my brain is trying to do so many things at once, or I'll accidentally hit it while I'm trying to turn or something like that, and my guy will just start crouching, or I'll be on the floor or something like that. But I still think it's interesting that that is a thing you can kind of do. You know, I haven't seen that before on any of the other games that I've played. But yeah, I dig the shooting. I think like the shooting range, getting to play all those guns and like reloading feels pretty good. Like the actual weapons, like putting the clip into the gun and then pulling the thing, like I haven't had any issues with that. It's the only problems I'm having is getting the fucking ammo out of my pocket. Just every time I try and do something, it's sort of I'm looking down. It thinks I'm grabbing it, or if I try and put something in my bag, like it just doesn't. It'll just fall on the ground. I'm like, all right. And so the easiest way, the solution I've found to doing that is you can press a button on the controller and bring up the actual inventory and just drag whatever you've got into that thing. And you can pull it out. So I don't know why that isn't working properly. It's just super frustrating. Anyway, I'm not feeling it. It's just way too much jank for me. It is probably the jankiest VR game that I've ever played so far. All right. What else do we have here? Tetris Effect.
Yep.
Tetris Effect. I downloaded Tetris Effect. There's a giant sale on the Epic Game Store at the moment where you can get like $15 or is it $10 coupons, vouchers off the games, and so you can buy a bunch of games. So I bought Tetris Effect for $5. And this is the VR version as well. So you can, if you've got a VR headset, you can fire it up and play Tetris Effect in VR. And I'm not sure if you've had a chance to play this at all in VR or just Tetris Effect.
Yeah, I played Tetris Effect.
Yeah. Yes. In VR?
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's very trippy, I guess would be the word, like playing a Tetris game in the worlds, like it's like a 3D world you're kind of sitting in, and they do all these awesome effects. Like as you get more and more lines completed, it's the backgrounds and the things around you start to change, and then you get to a point where you hit the level, like the maximum lines that you need, and then that'll switch you over to like a brand new world. And the campaign is like 4 or 5 different levels, 4 or 5 different worlds per sort of bundle that it throws at you. And generally they're about 10 minutes long each one that I've played so far. Okay, cool. We're back. Discord just crapped itself for half an hour, 20 minutes. But they fixed it, hopefully. We don't drop out again. Anyway, so as I was saying, Tetris Effect, it does this great job of sort of changing the environments as you progress through levels, and does like this neat thing with the soundtrack as well, where sometimes it'll just have like this mellow soundtrack playing, but the things you're kind of doing in the game will affect what it's playing its notes as and things like that, like making its own music. So that's pretty cool. But generally just it's Tetris as far as I can see at the moment. I'm sure it gets wackier and crazier as you get further and further in, but it feels really great. I'm playing it with a controller and my headset on, which seems to work pretty well for the most part. I think you can play it with your VR controllers. But
yep, I play it standing with the wands. Yes.
Right. Yeah. No, I decided to just use my controller mainly because the controller has the directional buttons, and I'd rather use them as opposed to an analog stick a directional stick to move around and that sort of thing. So
yep.
Anyway, I'm digging it. It's really good. I can keep playing through that campaign and hopefully get to the next bit because I'm sure there's more to come. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? It's a very
zen game.
We'll keep going about VR stuff.
Yeah, keep going VR.
VR?
All VR, all day. Let's go. Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Yeah, I wanted to check this out for a while. I mean, trying to drag Nate into it. You have seemed pretty on board.
Yeah.
Nate doesn't look like he's interested just because he's a Star Wars nerd. And how dare he?
He's very much from the school of thought that you can only like one or the other, I think.
Yeah.
You know, the old school console wars, Xbox versus PlayStation, Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Mm.
I don't know, Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones, fucking, one or the other, binary choices. Back, you can't love both type thing.
Yeah.
He
What if
seems
George
to
finds out I've been in Star Trek?
exactly. So yeah, he doesn't go in. I mean, it's pretty weird how often that has cropped up, right? Like if you look at popular culture, that divide is very much there. Like I can think of shows that regularly reference one and not the other, like on purpose, like Futurama,
Right.
like went out of its way to avoid referencing Star Wars, except in I think like 2 cases, but was all in on Star Trek. Like even had the entire original cast on and stuff.
And
And
characters that
like
sort of look
yeah,
similar.
yeah, um, yeah. I think I just find that pretty weird. But anyway, I've never really bought into that philosophy. I don't care too much for Star Trek, but I can appreciate it for what it is.
Sure.
I think Nate might be goofing about. I think he just doesn't want to play Bridge Crew, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, anyway.
So
we
we
jump
checked
in,
this out. This is one of the very first sort of, I guess, publisher focused VR games that were put out. Like Ubisoft pretty got on board with this one pretty early. So that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. But otherwise, it works quite simply. You are part of a Star Trek bridge crew where you take on the role of, I think there's one of 4 at the moment in the game. There's sort of like an engineer, tactical, captain, and what's the other one? Driver. What's the driver's name?
Navigator?
Navigator.
Help?
Let's go with
I
Navigator.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so you can choose these different roles that you can jump into. Each one has like a panel in front of them that gives them a bunch of information or different commands they can do. And so like the tactical person is able to fire weapons and scan ships or other things that are out there, beam up people from wherever the thing is they're scanning, whereas the navigator that's going to get me. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. The flying person. Whatever.
Pilot?
It must be Helm. It is Helm. I've just looked it up. It's Helm.
Nice. Okay.
So the pilot can, hit the warp button, move around, that sort of stuff. And then you've got your engineering person is able to divert power to certain subsystems. So like if you're in a dogfight and you don't really need to be using like your warp engines or as much of your engines, you can sort of divert power away from engines, put them up into phases so they're able to recharge quickly, things like that. And then your captain is able to give orders and select like where you're navigating to. I don't really know specifically what sort of things you were doing because you're the captain, but each sort of role has their own sort of different things that they're able to accomplish and have to communicate with other team members to complete a task. And so you kind of jump in. There's a brief tutorial that is about 30 minutes, about 10 minutes per person, and then you can jump in and do a bunch of campaigns. And each campaign is like a different sort of mission with objectives, and you try and complete them or fail them, I guess. And so we jumped in, you and I, and just played as a duo through a campaign. And although there's only 2 of us, there are also 2 AI people with us, and you can take over their positions at any time during the game, or you can kind of just let them do their thing, and as a captain, give them orders, and they'll be able to play out their role. I think that's kind of what's going on. Anyway, what did you think? What did you think as being captain? Maybe. What do we call you, Captain Job? It wasn't really Captain Job. It was a bit It's a bit janky,
So
but
Commander, Jobo. Yeah, I don't know, man. It seems a little too basic.
right.
You know, like I mean, there's certainly not a lot for the captain to do. It's basically relaying information, uh, like objectives,
Yeah.
and then yeah. Otherwise, I switch seats to go do actual stuff. Um, and so yeah, I can't imagine what it would be like with 4 players
Right.
because I'd be just sitting there, not even able to switch seats. I'd just have to sit there and give commands.
Yeah.
Um, I like it was fun in the sense that co-op games are fun, right? Every game is
Mhm.
better in co-op. But I don't think. I mean, what was it? $11 or some shit? Like it was worth
Yeah.
$11, I'd say.
I think it was like 70% off or something.
Yeah. It wouldn't be worth the full price. That's insane. I don't think it captures what I believe to be the essence of Star Trek. I don't think commanding a starship is necessarily Star Trek, right? Like, I don't really spend a lot of time commanding a starship. They're not like going into the nitty gritty of. I think fucking what was that Galaxy Quest
Hmm.
may have dived deeper into the actual piloting of a starship than Star Trek really did. In that scene where they're trying to they're trying to drive the thing out of the hangar at the
Yeah.
fucking
And he
start
like
of that movie.
scrapes it out.
Yeah, great movie, by the way. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, and then yeah, it sort of goes where I get told there's an incoming transmission, and then the incoming transmission tells us to do something, and if the 3 other players were listening at all, they would know what had to be done, right? There wouldn't be like there's no need for a captain, right? I think the captain role is there for everything outside of
Hmm.
like for broader strategy, not for fucking minute to minute. Hey, this is what you should be doing. And I don't think there's anything in that game that really fulfills the need for that broader strategy
Right.
based on our playtime, obviously.
We only played
Um,
the one mission, so
yeah,
I
the
don't know
first
how
mission.
it sort of evolves. But to me, it
Maybe it
seems like a
expands wildly, but
like it could have that. What's that game called? Oh man, Shut Up and Everyone Dies or something like that,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
or where like one person is in charge and has like the instructions and they're communicating to everybody like these are the
yeah,
things we need to do. That's a little bit like what I felt with your role because I didn't know what we were supposed to be doing. Like you're getting all the information of like we need to go to this ship and avoid the mines and we need to transport all these people. Like you're telling us what we need to do. And so you'd be like, oh, we need to go to this star system. All right, so now we need to jump over to this role. We need to get power to warp drives, so the engineering person needs to sort that out. Helm officer needs to turn the ship around to get in the right position, and then we take off. We get to a point. We need shields up because we're going into a fight. Or there's mines everywhere. And like you're relaying objectives and things we're supposed to be doing, and we don't really know what we're doing until you tell us what
right,
we're doing. So I don't know. Like having played that one mission, maybe it gets more complicated as things go on, and there's more tough decisions to be made. Like there was interesting decisions I thought in that mission, in terms of we didn't realize, or maybe you didn't know that you could, but we were trying to save, I guess, this ship, and we should have been beaming people on board, like
yeah,
rescuing them. I don't know if you had that as an objective or that was just something we could have done. And that to me is interesting. Like you as a captain being like, all right, we need to get the survivors off the thing that's going to explode. Or do we focus on destroying this other thing first? Or that sort of stuff, like black or white consequences that are or gray area decisions that you can kind of make on the fly as a captain would
yeah.
be more interesting, I guess. But having
Yeah.
not played any other missions, I don't know how deep it gets in terms of that sort of stuff.
It didn't seem like there was much in the way of like room for us to do stuff outside of what was immediately available. It's not like when you're piloting the ship, you're not really doing all that much. Like it's not like piloting a ship in Elite Dangerous or some shit where you're like carefully navigating asteroid field or something. You just sort of turn the ship.
We did nearly run into an asteroid.
That is true.
I think we warped through it.
Yeah, I think we did. We did well. Yeah, I think it also didn't help that I refused to do the tutorial missions, so I didn't learn how to do any of the roles. So
yeah, it was like I'm captain, and we needed to go somewhere, and so you're like, I'm captain, but now I'm driving, and then it's like you in the driver's seat being like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going back to being captain.
I don't know how to turn. I don't know how to turn. And
it's like that scene in because I watched it recently, Demolition Man, where he gets into the front of the future car. He's like, I'm driving. Right. He gets in the front, and then he sees it, and he's like, actually, you drive. Like that.
You know, speaking of Demolition Man, holy like, Dennis Rodman is a fucking baller. That's what I learned from The Last Dance. That dude is a baller. That dude defines the concept of baller. That's it. Like, he was so fucking good at what he did that he could disappear for 2 days to go be on fucking Raw on the WCW or whatever it was at the time. I guess NWO, considering it was Hollywood Hogan. And like, just the team would be like,
during the finals,
Rodzilla's back. Yeah. Like, holy shit. That dude's a baller. He's amazing. Holy shit.
I don't think that'd pass today, though. That would not hold up today.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. But yeah. Anyway. Like, I had fun, but I have to wonder how much of the fun I had can be attributed to playing with you as opposed to the fun facilitated by the game itself, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely be keen to jump in and check out more and see, because I know they added expansions and things.
I'd be keen to check out more if we could get a full crew going.
Yeah.
It's simultaneously too dull as captain with just one other person, and a little bit feels a little overwhelming because the AI, they aren't really super capable. Right. They don't do the minor adjustments that I think you need to do to make that game work. They feel a little restricted. But yeah, I'd definitely play with full squadron.
Apparently you can play it without a VR headset as well now.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what that experience would be like. Because it's definitely fun to sort of sit in there.
Yeah.
do exactly. Shit. That's what VR is all about. Anyway, Star Trek Bridge Crew on sale. All right, what else we have here? I think these are a lot of your games now.
Panoptic. Panoptic is another VR game that you played very briefly, although you didn't play it in VR. It's a same room multiplayer game where one person wears a VR headset and the other person does not, and they play on the computer, and it's quite odd. It works very well, I thought, although you probably thought different. I played using Steam Remote Play, so I think there was a bit of lag for you. But basically, the person with VR is a giant eye, and they're trying to like look for another player, for the player. and the player not in VR is a tiny little person, and they're wandering around this giant level.
Like
And
a
the trick
maze.
is, yeah, it's sort of a maze, and they're trying to get to these giant orbs. And when they get to the giant orbs, they activate them, and then I think that kills the eye in the sky. The trick to it is that the let's call them the flat screen player. The flat screen player, their character is identical to every other fucking character in the game world. And so what you actually have to look for is either the little so there's hundreds of these little people on the level, and you like it's basically, as the VR player, you're standing in your room, and imagine if on your desk there was a world built up out of it, and you were looking on the desk at 100 little people trying to work out which of these 100 little people was the bad one, right?
Hmm.
And meanwhile, the flat screen player is that bad one. And so the bad one has to sort of, like, the idea for them is to mimic the actions of the the little people while making their way over to the orb so they can activate the orb and kill the eye in the sky, while the eye in the sky is zapping the little dudes, the flat, and hopefully the flat screen player.
Yeah.
If they zap the flat screen player, they win. I play it with you. I don't think it worked very well because it was difficult, like with lag,
It was
for you
very
to
laggy.
look natural. Yeah,
And very pixelated.
right. So yeah, that's not good. But I play with my wife, and we swapped roles. Um, and it was a lot better. Like she really liked it. I liked it. I think the lo-fi graphics do a really good job because you want it to be quite plain as the eye so that you can pick out what you're looking at. You want it to be quite plain as the flat screen player
Hmm.
because you don't want to be too distracted and stuff like that. The architecture in it is fantastic, and the sense of scale is brilliant. When you're the eye, it is literally like looking down on ants and trying to work out which ant is that. And when you're the flat screen player, you're in this giant world and you're wandering around trying to get to these orbs. And I think it works really well. It's pretty fucking cool. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot. I think if you've got VR, it's well worth a try. I love the
Mhm.
idea of splitting, like, the same room VR type thing. That other
Yeah.
game you're talking about, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, or
No,
whatever the
no,
fuck it's
yeah. I
called.
got the name nearly right.
Nearly.
Got the gist.
Nobody Talk, I think you said. Nobody
Nobody
Talk and
talk
Everyone
and everyone
Explodes.
explodes. Or
Um, but it's the same principle, one person in VR and everyone else is not.
yeah.
I think that's a really good idea. Yeah, I don't know, it's a cool little game.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's worth checking out if you've got VR.
I
You want to check it
I
out.
like that there's this I don't even know what it's called. The Steam system.
Mm.
What is it? Where I can play
Oh, remote play together.
remote
Yeah.
play on Steam. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Like
Mm.
um being able to play games with other people that don't own it. If you can
Yeah.
get around the technology issues or just the way latency works in general, then it'd be pretty cool.
I've got Scythe, the digital edition, and apparently you can play that using remote play together.
Yeah.
Uh, I'd love to give that a shot with a couple of people, because obviously I need to own it, which is
I
pretty
wonder
cool.
if there's like a setting in Steam that is determining how much bitrate it is sending on that or something.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Uh, I'm looking now. There's a bunch of options here.
Right. Yeah, I wonder if it's auto set for me or whatever
Maybe.
because of Australian internet.
Anyway, cool.
Anyway, good stuff. What do we got here? We got Deep Rock Galactic. I've been playing this.
We've talked about
They
this
just
before.
recently went to full launch,
Yeah,
but we played it ages ago. I remember
I think we played it twice.
we gave it a couple of tries, and we 100% couldn't work out what the fuck we were doing. But now that it's full out and playing it alongside, so I was playing with Dr. E3 Money, Baz, and Praetorian, and playing it alongside them. I jumped in a little bit later, so they'd already done a couple of missions. It seemed like they had some idea of what they were supposed to do. The other thing that I think the other key thing that has changed is they've retweaked the ammo situation. So I remember when we first played, we were constantly running out of ammo. You're still constantly running out of ammo, but they've retweaked, they've rebalanced how that works. So I think one of the key issues that we experienced when we first played was, I distinctly remember we did this big long mission. We got really deep into these caves and went all the way down, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then we had to get back up to
get back to the ship,
the drop, get back to the drop pod. Yeah, and we couldn't do that because we'd sort of like drop down these holes, and we didn't have the ability, and so we basically spent, if I recall correctly, I had these, like I was the driller, and I had these drills, and I basically just drilled upwards for like 25 minutes, and like it was a slog because like while you're drilling, they're sending more and more stuff at you. Yeah, and then we got like kind of close, and my drills ran out of ammo. And that's when we quit, I think.
Yeah. So March 2018 was when we were playing this last.
Right. So a little while ago.
A little while ago, yep.
So they I think they hadn't really worked it out yet, but they've clearly refined the experience a significant amount now, and so essentially what you're doing is you're looping by, like, it's basically Left 4 Dead with some spelunking, like so you're killing wave after wave of enemies while you're also going around through these levels. They're randomly generated levels that you sort of careen through, digging up ores. You can see what ores there are, you can like mark them and work that shit out, and like there's gold, this ore is useless, etc., 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 and you collect them, right? That's basically what you're doing. And the whole time you're being overwhelmed by spiders. It should be extremely important that people understand that there are giant spiders, shitloads of giant spiders in this game, because some people are arachnophobic, and this game would not go well for them. We were talking about this. I think Baz and I arrived on this idea at the same fucking, at exact same moment, but it should have been a fucking Starship Troopers game. Basically, I think, like, if this was Starship Troopers, like with the flimsiest of pretext as to why they were mining and they got rid of the dwarfs thing, like, it should be, I don't know, some sort of mining company in Starship Troopers universe. And you get rid of the spiders and replace them with like Starship Troopers bugs instead, and then easy peasy, no more spiders. I guess some people are still freaked out by bugs, but far less than the amount of people freaked out by spiders. Anyway, you just sort of like, you go down, you dig what you can, and then call in the drop pod. You've got an objective that you absolutely need to get, like 250 of, I don't know, Magnite or some shit, and then once you get that, you can call in the drop pod and you get the fuck out.
Going, right?
Or you can keep going, yeah. But generally, you're better off just doing what you're there for. It's got a bit of a because like it's got one of the like I don't know if there's specifically a director, but I definitely get the feeling that the longer you stay in a world, the more higher tier enemies it will send at you. So it'll start off by sending you like some basic spiders and maybe one Praetorian bug, which is a bit of a prick to deal with. And then, but like if you stay on there for ages, it'll start sending like 5 Praetorian bugs and the Overseer or whatever the fuck it's called, and like just like more and more bigger bugs that are difficult to fucking deal with, and like costs more ammo for you to deal with them. And so it's in your best interests to get in, get the ore, and get the fuck out as quickly as possible. And so yeah, it's very much one of those games where you've got to define your own objectives if you're going to like pursue through a level, like push through a level longer than the primary objective itself. But yeah, once you're done, you get out. It's all good. It's good fun. I think I saw like if I have a criticism, it's that I sort of see like the loop is sort of laid bare a bit early, like, and it feels like progression is pretty heavily gated behind the completion of missions as opposed to the acquisition of minerals. So in that sense, you're also very heavily incentivized to just wrap up a mission as quickly as possible. Because let's say Gerald's doing, like, Gerald was our fucking crew leader, so he was deciding what missions we were doing. And like he was like, oh well, yeah, it says we do this and we'll get to upgrade our gun, and we do it. And it turns out like only he's like able to upgrade his gun because of that mission. Right. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of overlap, right? We had to do a different mission to get me 1/3 of the way into upgrading my gun, right? Or like, sorry, I should clarify. It's not upgrading the gun, it's like getting a better gun, right? Like I can upgrade my gun with minerals, or I could get a better gun by doing these missions, right? So progression does feel heavily gated behind the like actual fucking missions themselves, because the better guns are hidden behind missions, while upgrading the gun is pretty much just minerals. Which I don't know, it's also a case of like, if we're doing those missions, they might not take us to places where I can get the stuff that I need.
Yeah.
Like I needed these pearl things, but there weren't missions to get pearls.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so
what are you doing then?
Yeah, why am I on this fucking mission then? Right? Like it doesn't I'm not getting anything out of this. Except for, obviously the camaraderie of playing with friends, blah 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 blah. Right. But like that's it at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like if that is why I'm playing, then I'm only playing for the co-op experience. And yeah, that's not fantastic. I think.
Not when
Like,
everybody else is getting stuff.
yeah, exactly, right. Like, it feels kind of stilted in a progression sense, and I just don't think that's a good thing. I think it's a bit I don't know, like stingy with the way it doles out progression in that. Like, yeah, we did, like, I complained and complained and complained because I'm good at complaining. And until Gerald put us in a fucking mission where I got pearls, and I got completed one of the missions to upgrade my gun. I still needed 2 more missions. And while I got pearls, I could only upgrade my get a better gun. I could only upgrade my gun a little bit, like there's and then on top of that, the upgrades are gated behind your level. Like there's a level gate. There's all these currencies that you have to fucking manage that are pretty separate from the basic. I don't know, man. Like, it just bugs the fuck. It was bugging the fuck out of me with Vermintide 2 as well. so much progression is gated behind this nonsense. Whereas if you go back to Left 4 Dead, the progression is gated behind your skill level. And so there was this balancing act of like learning a level and accomplishing your goals while also like getting through it, And so we were doing quite well without having to learn anything, just based off our pure skill alone when we were playing Left 4 Dead, right? Pure skill alone, pure shooter skill alone got us through a fucking like that entire first campaign up until the end when we had to learn the level because we reached a point where like I'd go down on some fucking level and you guys weren't able to get to me to fucking get me back up because you couldn't work out where the fucking stairs were, or the same when like you were downstairs putting the fucking fuel in the car and we couldn't work out how to fucking get up to that last fuel canister, and if we just fucking done it, we would have been fucking, we would have won.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff, like just, yeah, I don't know, man. Like that's pure progression. That progression is all gated behind player ability.
Mhm.
And in Deep Rock Galactic, the progression is gated behind like nonsense shit, like other stuff outside of external stuff. And I really don't like when that is the case, If it was just mining minerals, like if the only thing gating my progress was mining minerals, I'd be cool with it because that is directly gameplay related, right? Like that is what you're fucking doing. You're a dwarf mining minerals, right? But when it's and you've got to go to do this mission, it's not like the missions are themed or story related. It's not like we did a mission like the fucking upgraded gun shoots like I think a freeze gun, like it's a freeze ray gun. It's not like you're on a snow world and you've got to go get this research or anything. It was literally just you've got to do this mission. That's it, right? And it was on a sandblasted world, and it was basically one of the mission types we'd already. I think there's only like 5 mission types. It's like one of the ones we'd already done. It didn't have like story to it or anything like that. Like even that would be better than what was, which was essentially just it's gated behind a mission because it's gated behind doing a mission. That annoys me. But I had a lot of fun with I had a lot of fun that I could recognize was well beyond the co-op experience, and I was having a lot of fun in the co-op experience itself. The boys, Baz, Dr. E3 Money, and Praetorian. Yeah, they're lucky I was there, eh? I'll tell you what, those boys are lucky I was there to carry them. I tucked them up into my fucking papoose. The amount of times we'd get to the fucking end of a level and it'd be like kills, and there was one time, legit, there was one time where I had more kills than Baz and Praetorian combined. And they're like, Joab, what, like, get the fuck out of here. You got a flamethrower. Like, it's so easy for you to get kills. That's horseshit, boys. That's not how that works. The flamethrower does all the starting damage, and I paint everything until it's on fire, and then I just turn away, right? So if you guys were actually shooting them, you would be getting all those killing blows. I would be getting fucking nothing. That's what's happening, right? And then a couple of levels later, Baz dropped out to go watch The Last Dance, and it was just the 3 of us. And Gerald had been Praetorian had been like upgrading all his shit, right, at our expense, nevertheless. But upgrading all his shit, he had like these turrets and he had these proxy mines, and the turrets, he'd upgraded his turrets so they had like more range. They had more range than my flamethrowers. And then the level that we were on, we didn't have to move anywhere. Like it was literally one of these. There's one mission time where you basically just you never go anywhere. Yeah, and so like he dumps all his fucking turrets down, and then he's got like 1 billion fucking proxy mines around the place, like just fucking everywhere. and he keeps calling in ammo resupplies. And because there's only 3 of us, he takes like one ammo resupply does half your ammo. But because there's only 3 of us, they always do 4. He takes 2, so he gets all his fucking ammo back, and he just keeps putting more fucking proxy mines out. And then when the waves come in, like things were dying before I could even shoot them. Like they were outside of the range of my fucking flamethrower, and you had to stay inside this dome to keep the fucking fuel cells charging or some shit. And then at the end, he's like, "Oh, guys, I don't know, eh?" Because he's Canadian. "Oh, I don't know about this, eh? Who's got the most? Who's got to boot the most fucking kills this time, eh?" And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here, mate! You fucking spent like the last 4 hours upgrading all your fucking guns while keeping us with fucking garbage, and then you fucking set us up so that we like get the fuck out of here, you Canadian fuck." Anyway, it was fun. Like that was fun, right? Like I had fun 100%. But
right.
Like ultimately, I think the game has issues with its progression system that like burn me out on it a little bit. Like I don't feel inclined to go do the same missions over and over so I can grind out.
Right.
I just don't like grind, man. Like
could have been playing Sea of Thieves.
Could have been playing Sea of Thieves, you know, where there's no grind at all. Oh god, no, there's so much grind. But speaking of grind, gives me a pretty good segue into another game that I've been playing, Terraria. Terraria had its final update.
Okay.
1.4. It is a giant update. Something like 20 pages of patch notes, including and these patch notes didn't include everything. Infamously didn't include one thing. So I played it. I've been playing with my twin brother Liam. He considers himself a Terraria expert. So I put it on journey mode because that's one of the new additions in this 1.4 update is journey mode. Journey mode is pretty cool. You can only play journey mode with a journey mode character on a journey mode world. You can't like take a journey mode character into the regular worlds, but I think you can switch. Like you can take a non-journey mode character into like any different level world. Like you can take them into a normal world or a medium core world or a hardcore world. You can do that, but if they're journey, they have to stay in journey. And I think journey sort of pitched as like the easy mode, but what you can do in a journey world is change the difficulty level however you like. So you can increase the spawn rate of enemies, you can or decrease it. You can increase or decrease the difficulty itself so that you can have it at like master level difficulty enemies and stuff like that, or you can drop it all the way down to everything dies in one fucking hit. Like you can make all these adjustments and you can do them all pretty much on the fly. So it's it feels very much like I don't know, like a modded version of the game. I haven't played lots of Terraria. The main reason I haven't played Terraria typically is because I get burnt out on the grind, right? There is a significant amount of tedious, busy work that I feel like you have to do in Terraria before you can get to the fun stuff. In my opinion, the fun stuff of Terraria is the spelunking. You know, like going down into the earth and exploring and finding chests and treasure and all that kind of stuff. I just like fucking spelunking in games. It's the same thing I like in Minecraft. And I think I was talking about this the other day when I was talking about how I fucking wound up caving and playing Minecraft because I didn't have the fucking internet and I wanted to play something that I didn't have installed, and so I played fucking like it was 60 megs to download, right? And I found out that, but like I was saying, right, I cheat when I'm starting Minecraft to give myself basically to get myself past the initial phases of that game, right? Because I don't want to spend, because otherwise the first 3 days of any Minecraft game are the same thing over and over again every single time. While you establish, a base of operations, you can just cheat and leapfrog all that shit. Terraria, I just didn't play. Instead, it didn't have the same hold on me as Minecraft, so I just stopped playing. In journey mode, you can actually you've got this like duplicator, and so once you've researched an item, so say you don't want to have to chop down any more fucking trees.
Yeah.
You research an item. You research wood, right? So you research wood. Once you've got 100 wood, you put it into the researcher, and then you can duplicate wood. And so you go into the duplicator, and you've got 999 wood, and you can just use that to get as much wood as you need, and you can do that for fucking anything, right? And just shortcuts a lot of the fucking grind, right? Like normally to get 999 wood, you'd have to cut down fucking 900 trees, some shit, right? Like instead, no need. You just fucking chop down, I don't know, 10 trees. You got 100 wood, duplicate it, and you can build whatever you need, right? You can use that for a lot of things. I think they maybe should have balanced the duplicator better. I think maybe its implementation might be a little bit goofy, because obviously after I worked out the power of the duplicator, I immediately duplicated bronze coins. And once you've duplicated 100 bronze coins, you can make them infinitely, and then 100 bronze coins turns into 1 silver, and so you can just get that many. Like you click 100 silvers, and you get a gold, and you click 100 golds, and you get platinum, and so basically I've got infinite currency. So they sort of goofed in that sense, in that they didn't, really do that correctly. But other than that, like, it's basically just a way to reduce the tedious parts of that game. You got to make torches, right? You got to make torches so you can dig deep, right? Either when you get to a point where you're out of torches, you return to your home, and you got to go through it all again. Or if you've got the duplicator, you just fucking make more fucking torches, which is fantastic.
Replicator, we're calling it now.
All right,
we're on Star Trek.
We're all Star Trek all day, baby. We love no more Star Wars on this podcast. So I just replicate some fucking torches and fucking on I go. The torches I will come back to, because they led to something fucking hilarious. But anyway, so I was just having fun. Like I was having like the sort of fun that like fucking losing time fun. Like when it came out, I spent fucking 12 hours playing it, and my wife's like, you coming to bed or what? I'm like, I think it's dinner time or something. I do not think it's bedtime. And no, it was bedtime. And I'm like, alrighty. I guess I just lost a fuck ton of hours. I just went down the fucking rabbit hole of this game, which is awesome, and it's when the grind is gone, Terraria feels so fucking good to play, because it's basically just about hunting down, I play it with a wiki up next to me, but I don't have it on all the time. I've got it only for when I'm stumped on what I'm supposed to do next. If I'm immediately the moment I get stuck, I just start digging down, right? I just get out my fucking pickaxe and I dig straight down. And that sort of thing is pretty cool, because you'll eventually get to the next layer, and then when you're at the next layer, you work something else out. You're like, oh, so I've got these things, and I need to avoid spiders. But there's acid pools or some shit, like, and you work that out, and this hurts me, and then you get a bit lower, and there's lava pools, and you're like, okay, I can't fall in the lava because I'll die immediately, and then yeah, like once we died in the lava a couple of times, so we worked out instead that what we wanted to do was like farm up the resources we required to build these. There's a potion that you can use to teleport to someone. And it just dramatically reduces the time you need to spend in getting back to, like, returning to someone, right? Like, instead of going through the fucking maze of tunnels that you've dug to get all the way back to them, you just teleport to them. So instead we prioritized getting the resources to make that potion, and that cascading, I always talk about it, but the cascading fucking set of priorities and how it always changes depending on your interpretation of events. And I always, I really like that in games. I like it when games execute that well. And I think with the help of the replicator, I think regularly the priority set would be, oh well, I got to make sure I get wood so I can make torches, and I'm gonna get this so I can make that or whatever. I need enough wood so I can build more rooms on my house so that more people come to live in it, and I got to farm some gold so I can buy this or whatever. Instead, it's just about whatever you feel will help your progression next. And if you're very careful about how you use like wikis, you can like dodge getting too much information, getting information that would inform you on what you should be doing next, but you can get just enough to drive you in the right direction. Like last night, I got this combiner thing uh, that allowed me to like combine multiple items, and I knew like I could tell that I had some great items that I needed to combine. So instead of like, I didn't go too far. I just sort of looked up one of the items and I looked at what it could be, like what I could combine it with. But that sort of led to like meant I after I combined those two things, I realized I'd be able to combine another couple of things that I had in my inventory, and like I was able to combine a bunch of shit into one like super item, which was fucking cool. Like I just went down this rabbit hole, and my character wound up being significantly more powerful as a result of like just a couple of combinations. And I was led to a bunch of interesting places. Fought a boss. Like the amount of gameplay just hunting down this one item resulted in was fantastic. And yeah, like that's just sort of how the game works out. It works out really well, like I just fucking like how it fucking works. However, so my brother Liam was bragging beforehand. He wanted to play on hardcore, right? I downloaded it when it first came out. Like when it, well, I've owned it since it first came out, but I downloaded it when the patch came out. I jumped in, and like I don't know what the fuck was going on, but like 400 fucking. I was in Journey, which I sort of thought was easy mode, but I hadn't really looked into like adjusting enemy difficulty or anything. And it was sort of it's set on a default. That's fine. But there were just like 100 fucking slimes coming at me. I don't really know how to do anything. All these slimes are coming and fucking me up, and I'm like, Liam, am I supposed to be getting fucking gangbanged by slimes nonstop on easy mode in this fucking game? I don't understand. And he like responds with, what? Are you dying in Terraria? I'm like, yeah. On easy mode, I'm like, yeah. It's like I quit Terraria because it was too easy. I'd been playing it. I've got like 400 hours on the fucking hardest difficulty. Like, it's too easy. That game's too easy. You are shit. Stop being shit. I'm like, fuck you. Come and show me. Come and show me what what it's like to be fucking a walking god at video games. So he jumps in after some dicking about. We managed to get into the game, and he's not having any trouble fucking murdering these slimes. It turns out essentially I hadn't really like what I needed to do was build myself some shelter so I could like take on the slimes at a bit more at a bit of a better pace as opposed to just getting like nonstop rammed by them.
Mm-hmm.
And I killed some slimes. I was getting the hang of it, and we go fucking digging. And we reached this point like on the first day, about like 5 hours into our play session, and we reached like I think it's the bottom layer where there's like shit tons of lava and there's all these demons and all this kind of shit. And Liam's just like fucking dying non-stop, and he can't like find any of the shit that he's trying to find. And he's like, I don't understand. This game, like nothing is going my way. Nothing is like I haven't had a good drop in fucking ages. And every single fucking little thing that I do, like I fuck up. I just don't like it. And I'm like, yeah, I thought you were a god at this game. I don't understand. Didn't you quit because you were fucking bored with how easy it is? But you keep dying. And he's like, this isn't helping at all. Like he is proper tilting. Like he's like fucking. He's complaining, but like there's an edge to his voice where like I get when like I run into 2 people in a row that I think are hackers in fucking Warzone or some shit. I'm like, fucking fuck's sake, just fuck. And like he's like fucking tilting, and then like he tries to get back to me, and like the whole time he keeps like, I've got like these fucking lava-proof fucking item that makes me take less damage to fire, and he keeps like he doesn't have that, and he keeps fucking dying of fucking lava damage. And anyway, we keep going, and then eventually he falls in the lava one too many times. Or no, he's standing on fucking this brick, like hell brick or some shit, and it burns him to death. Or like he gets knocked into the lava, leaps back up and lands on the fucking hell brick, and that burns. It finishes him off. And we don't have these potions. We don't have enough of these potions to get him back to me, or I've got all the potions on me, so he can't teleport back to me. And he's like, "Fuck this! I can't. I'm not playing this anymore. I'm fucking out. I'm gone." And he quits. Anyway, we find out today that one of the hidden things they added to the game was a luck mechanic, and what it does is it's because the fucking lead developer, the creator of the game, hates it when people put torches in the wrong place. Like if they use the wrong torches for a biome, they will like it upsets him. So if they don't use ice torches in the ice biome, if they use other torches from other biomes, it's very aggravating to him. So he added this mechanic where you get bad luck when you use the wrong torches in the wrong biome. And so my brother, like it wasn't just like, it was like a cascading thing where not only is he using the wrong torches in the wrong biome, but he has like some fucking combo of buttons. I think there's like you press control and then you hold shift, and then you just like hold down the left mouse button, and it will put torches in every open space available. And every time he'd come back down, he'd do it again. He just sort of does it like it's not even, he doesn't even think about it. As he's moving through, he's just holding shift and then fucking dumping shit and then digging a little bit, and then like he'll just continue to do it. And it allows you to see so much more. But what he's actually doing is putting thousands of torches in the wrong fucking place. And he is like just tanking his fucking luck stat non-stop, so that his ability to pick up the right shit. I'm not putting any torches down. right? Because I don't need to, because he's already put 400,000 of the fucking things. And every time he comes back down, there's more fucking torches. And you can see, right, like just how fucked he's made himself over the course of this fucking game. I thought it was extremely entertaining, but it is also one of the dumbest fucking things. And that it wasn't in the fucking patch notes. It's not in the fucking patch notes for the fucking game. They didn't add it there. So,
Yeah.
like, they hid it. It's this hidden. You also can't see what your luck is. People just worked it out, like in the last couple of days since the fucking patch dropped. And yeah, it's there because the fucking creator of the game doesn't like it when people use torches in the wrong fucking biomes. And yeah, so Liam was basically just sending his luck stat down the fucking drain every single time we went anywhere. It was hilarious. And then yeah, I summoned the big boss by accident. And that was the last time we played on that world because we couldn't re-summon him. All right. We kind of fucked it up. We didn't really prepare for it. I just did it by accident and it fucked us all the way up. And we just sort of had to fucking deal with it, but we weren't really very well prepared to deal with it. So that didn't work out. But no, anyway. Torch, like, dumb fucking luck stat aside, like the first I hope someone's working on a fucking, because I'm pretty sure Terraria has like mods, right?
Probably.
I hope someone's making a fucking Terraria mod that just eliminates luck as a stat because it's fucking idiotic. There's also like the villager happiness. Like certain villagers don't want to live in certain biomes or near certain people. So you're supposed to like Liam, the way Liam's played, because the last time he played was like a year ago or some shit. Yeah, he just builds this giant like hotel where, and as you add rooms, people will come and live in them. And yeah, he's like, that's his strategy for playing, and it's worked out. But also apparently that's not the best way. That's not best practice anymore. They've sort of changed that and fucked
Apparently,
it up.
it's already been changed.
What, luck or
They've patched out negative luck
oh really?
because it was also doing
When?
positive luck at the same time.
Yeah, right. So I assume I was getting positive luck and and Liam was getting all the negative luck from his torches.
Yeah. From what I'm reading on Reddit, they patched it yesterday, maybe.
Really? Oh, okay. That'll explain it.
Or maybe even today, 4 hours ago.
Oh, really? Yeah. Gold. Yeah, it shouldn't have been in there. Yeah, so good luck. That makes sense, but bad luck. If you really want people to like use the right torches in the right places, positive reinforcement only, I think, for such a dumb fucking like something only the fucking developer gives a fuck about idea. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, that is gold though. I'm very entertained by that.
Yeah.
I'm having fun regardless of the luck situation. Like I just thought it was funny because he was losing his fucking mind about how nothing would go his way, and
Yeah.
I was feeding into it by giving him endless amounts of shit, and yeah,
I've never played it. I've got it, but never played it.
Jump in. Yeah. I don't know if I'm the best person to show you how to play, but I'll give it a punt. I don't think I have to start a new world, but it would simplify things if I did to some extent. And I'd love to see. Apparently there's two types of world. I don't super understand it. There's two types of world. There's like corruption worlds, which I think I'm in. And there's like a shadow world or something, or chaos world or some shit, which is the other type, which I'm not in. I'm not a part of that world, and so I don't get to fight bosses from that world or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, it's good fun. It's
Cool.
they did like journey mode fixes a lot of what I didn't like about it by reducing the grind significantly. Anyway, good
Right.
times. What else we got? Rainbow Six Siege. So Rainbow Six Siege uh has a new update coming out, Year 5, Season 2, I suppose. And it's got 2 new operators, a rework for House, and they've reworked Amaru to make her significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I got to play it on a preview test server with a bunch of other Aussie game journos in Rainbow Six, like people in the Rainbow Six community.
Yep.
We had 10 people playing. I had a lot of fun. We're exclusively playing on the new house, obviously. And yeah, we got to check out the 2 new operators. I've written about it on Red Bull. You can read my full thoughts there, or obviously I'll just tell them to you right fucking now. But yeah, like 2 new operators, Ace and Malusi. Ace is a new hard breacher, which I think is a very interesting addition. I think it's a really good addition because I feel like competitive meta has gotten to a stage where they successfully ban out a hard breacher, and it very much restricts the options, or if they ban out both hard breaches, yeah, there are no opportunities for hard breaching, which really hurt attackers. He's got this Selma thing which he throws it onto a wall and it will explode in 3 stages, and it makes holes about the size of a mirror. And yeah, like each stage, the like both sides can see through the holes, and so it's quite interesting because it extends the time that it takes to get like through the reinforced wall, but it also gives like a lot of opportunity for defenders to sort of get peaks, or attackers to get peaks, or to set up for a proper defense or a breach. I think he's got 3 stages and he's got 3 of them,
Hmm.
which I think might be too much. I think maybe he should have 2 stages on 3 items. I think he should have 3 to sort of accommodate for
Someone just
situations where it gets destroyed.
someone destroys
Okay.
it or
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you can cade it. You can sort of bandit trick it, but you can't. You can only like do it once. So you can put the bandit trap down on the reinforced wall and explode it, but he can throw another one out immediately, and you can't you can't put it back down again fast enough. Like he'll get at least 1 hole open. It's not like thermite where you've got to like prep it and then place it and then explode it, and then like the whole burnout thing. It doesn't take long enough for that to work. But Cade, you can do pretty well, and it's a good way to bait out some Cades and or to stop the breach entirely. I think he needs 3, but I think it should only do 2 stages, because 2 stages you'd still be able to crouch walk through, or you'd still be able to vault through like it's a window. But yeah, it wouldn't be as big a hole, and there'd be a little bit of negative, like it'd be a slight negative to it. With 3, he's basically just better than Habana and Thermite. He's just a better version of those 2.
Yeah, because you can also do it from
And
a distance as well.
exactly, right? Like, and he can do it a lot faster than like Habana can. Like he can set it and put it out there a lot faster than Habana can, and she's a lot more vulnerable. Like to get a hole big enough for someone to get through, Habana needs quite a lot of time, and it's quite easy to deal with.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I feel like they should produce it. She's got 6, right? So with 6, she's effectively able to do like the same as what Ace would be able to do with 3.
2. 3 or 2? I thought the
Oh,
holes looked pretty
no,
big.
2. Yeah, sorry, 2. But he has 3.
Yeah.
So if they could, if they only did 2 stages, Habana and Ace would be even essentially because it'd be married. He'd have 3 with 2 stages would essentially be 6. Habana would have 6. You know, yeah. Anyway, so I think they should mute that a little bit. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, he's good. Like he's got this AK. He's got Fuse's AK.
Right. Yeah.
But he uses NATO sights on it because he's from fucking Norway or Sweden or some shit.
Mm.
Um, and I think it's a good gun. It's always been a good gun for Fuse. I've always liked it as Fuse's main weapon. And yeah, I think it works well on him. He moves a little faster than Fuse does. So yeah, it's just he's a good fucking character.
Cool.
And then you've got Malusi is the defender. And she puts out these wub wub machines. Basically, when you're in line of sight and within 6 meters, it sends out this like loud buzzing noise that everyone in the radius can hear, but it also slows you down significantly. And the only way to deal with it is either via explosives or to melee it. She gets 3 of those. They're a pretty big fucking deal. I like the most they're doing a presentation. I did a presentation over Microsoft Teams, which I never want to use again. And my favorite thing was when the PR guy from Ubisoft was talking us through the use of a gadget. The noise of the gadget overwhelmed him talking, so it was
So
like
it worked.
it works immediately. Perfect. But yeah, no, she's a mad pain to deal with because obviously it's a huge amount of passive information for
Mm.
players. Like there's so much passive information just from the noise itself. And then you combine that with the fact that it slows people down. She's a 3-speed, which allows her to get around people real quick and like to put on some huge flanks. And yeah, you just wind up in this situation where I don't know. I feel like she's probably way too powerful as well because I think attackers already have a huge problem with getting in on site. And this like slowing them down over it's basically a giant fucking barbed wire. And slowing them down over like that larger radius, yeah, it means they have to bring stuff specifically to deal with that, and or walk in and melee it, which is pretty difficult. And yeah, I don't know. She's got fucking Legion's gun. Legion's fucking SMG is the fucking tits. It's fucking amazing. The other thing they had was a proxy alarm, which is like her thing, but does a loud beep instead. I just feel like there is too much passive information
Mm.
gathering now, and I think that sort of soft nerfs active information gatherers like Echo and Valkyrie. Obviously they'll never be as good as a. You can't know exactly where someone is like you can with a Valk, but at the same time, like you get a pretty fucking good idea based on the loud fucking noise.
Yeah.
And you can get ready for that shit.
And finding like weird places to put them in between tables or underneath weird objects, and because I'm
Yeah,
guessing it works on a. It's not like a trip line, right? It's just a radius thing again.
it is just a giant radius. The only thing is it needs line of sight. I don't know if like objects necessarily block
Hmm.
the line of sight either. I know that deployable barricades indoors definitely do, but I don't know if like a couch or something like the thinking about upstairs at cafe, the couches in that room. I don't know if they block it, and if you could put that behind the couches, holy shit, moving through that piano room would be a fucking
Yeah.
nightmare.
But it's the type of thing where you
Um,
can put it above a door, right? And for them to get through the door, they need to go through the door or
yeah,
destroy it with uh like if it's software above the door or anything like that. But otherwise, like if you're on an external door, then there's not really much they can do about it other than go through it and then shoot it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's quite powerful. Um, but yeah, fun to play with, fun to like sort of experiment with, and then obviously we're playing on the new house. They've fully changed the house. They reckon it's never going to be like it's not necessarily going to enter ranked
Hmm.
or anything, but they've changed it. They've gotten rid of the fucking split level bomb site, which is good. It was always dumb. They've revamped how garage works. There's only one, only one of the garage doors exposed now. The other one's now hard, but it's got a door next to it that you can like sort of break your way into,
Yep.
and yeah, it's just a really like they've done a really good job. Downstairs sort of reminds me of Consulate, like the garage at Consulate now, and above that, the first floor is still sort of like a no man's zone. Like there is a bomb site on first floor, I think, but
Hmm.
it doesn't really have a lot of utility. You can shoot out most of the floor on first floor now, though. To like hold garage from above, like you do on border, and you can shoot out most of the floor on second floor to do the same for first floor. Second floor has two bomb sites. What is it? Kids' bedroom and pink, which is the old construction room,
Yep.
and pink and master bedroom, I believe. Uh, I am heavily pitching that we change the call out for the bathroom to stink, so you can at some point call that there is two in the pink and one in the stink, or vice versa. That's the dream. That's the dream. I want to hear that at the 60th Invitational. But anyway, yeah, it's like I like the changes. The pink room is really well made. There's a big corridor from the pink room to the ensuite, which makes a lot more sense than that. It used to have that little ledge above the stairs.
Yep.
Uh, that's no longer there. And yeah, like there's a lot of entry opportunities, but also it's far more defensible. It used to be like kids' bedroom used to be a fucking nightmare on house. It was basically, in my opinion, kids' bedroom is why nobody ever took that fucking uh, map seriously. And I think it's significantly improved. It's not perfect, but it's significantly improved. You wind up with a situation that I think works really well. I just had a lot of fun playing it as well. I mean, we had a really good group of people playing. Nate was playing. We were on the same team for a lot of it. I was playing like shit early on, but I was sort of just playing, like experimenting with like the way the operators worked.
Hmm.
And then yeah, some people were going like full sweat, like full strats and stuff. And I thought that was a bit weird. I certainly wasn't getting on board with that stuff, but got to play with the new Amaru. She no longer like she used to like her grapple would go out and smash the barricade, and then she'd go through it. That
Yep.
doesn't happen anymore. Now the barricade smashes when she's going through it, which is exactly how it should work, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And
It's
it
like
looks like
complete.
she gets her gun up quicker. Is that right?
Oh,
Or
100%. Yeah, she's got it up as she's getting to the window, which makes it actually useful. It's basically a breach, right? It's like the swing breach
yeah.
of through a window, right? Which makes sense. That's how it should be. And yeah, she's pretty entertaining to use. Nate got a fucking sweet kill, just kicking someone through the fucking window. I think they were coming to. We were breaching through garage, and I think they were coming for the peak, and he just happened to be fucking zipping his way up as they were doing it, which was pretty good. Full murdered them, and yeah, that was funny. I like that. I got a sick bomb plant as a Maru because I noticed that nobody was on site on. They were pink master, and nobody was on site on pink, so I just fucking zipped in, planted, and fucking held it. There was a Melusi right next to me that made getting out of where I was extremely difficult, and also told them exactly where the fuck I was, which yeah wasn't great. I should have probably meleeed it, but I didn't. Whatever. And I think the best one, like so we were like varying levels of farting about and playing way too sweaty until the very last game when it was like I think we played for like maybe like 3 hours or like half an hour of presentation and then 2.5 hours of playing, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, we got to the last one and it was like, okay, this is it. Whoever wins this wins the whole thing. And that game went to fucking overtime, and it was like everyone was playing full sweaty. Everyone was taking it very fucking seriously. And yeah, that was a good fucking game. That was a lot of fun. I had Leo from Power Up on my team, and he's not great at shooters, but it didn't matter because we still managed to drag it to overtime despite him. Also, he got a kill on me, and I wish I had clipped it. I wish I had clipped the sequence of events that led to him getting a kill on me, because he was Pulse, and he was sitting in garage, and I droned him out, parked a drone at his feet, and then like he didn't shoot the drone. I'm like, all right then. So I hit to look on the scoreboard, right? I'm pinging him as well. Like I'm full pinging him. He's just not. He doesn't give a shit. And I ping him, and it's like Pulse, and I like bring out the scoreboard, and it's Pulse, Leo. I'm like, oh, it's just fucking Leo. Let's go in, boys. I go in with my fucking pistol out, like just no respect play. And he blaps 3 of us, like just fucking all 3 of us, like roll in with our pistols to just fucking kill him. And yeah, he kills all 3 of us. It was pretty fucking entertaining. It was some karmic justice for sure. Anyway, good times. But yeah, that is out in the next couple of weeks. They didn't have a time frame. I don't know if they've got one yet on when Steel Wave will begin, but yeah. Yeah. Check it out when you can. I think there's Aussie servers on the TTS as well, which I think is pretty new. But yeah, anyway.
Awesome.
That's it.
I chucked Warzone on here because I know you've been playing more of that. Did you want to mention anything in Warzone? New patch?
Had some. Well, no, I haven't really played since. I haven't had. Like, I had 3 games yesterday, but none of them were very successful runs. So I haven't played in the patched version all that much. Okay. I haven't really experienced the changes. But yeah, I still play Warzone. I want to get in on Bunker at some point and have a look in there. Me and Kleb got to the fucking entrance of a bunker on a gulag drop. Like nothing left. Oh, it wasn't even a gulag drop. It was fucking I gulagged, and then I dropped on prison, like at the edge of the circle, and then I bought Kleb back in at the buy station just outside of prison, or maybe even inside of prison. I don't know, fucking know. I was eating shit trying to like get enough money to get him back in, whatever.
Yeah,
if I recall correctly, or maybe gulag. I don't know. We land, and there's that bunker just near prison, and it's fucking open. There was like a car there, and we had like fucking nothing. I had like an Odin with like 30 bullets left, or some shit. I'm like, oh, let's go see if they left something in the bunker. We get like halfway down there, and there's fucking 3 dudes still inside the fucking bunker. But the circle's coming in. Like, we were gonna eat shit just to see if we could get anything out of this bunker as it was, and these cunts are still farting about in the fucking bunker. Anyway, so they I think we killed one and downed another, but the third one like killed us, unfortunately. We were duos in a fucking trios game. Yeah, and we were hilariously outgunned. I think Kleb only had the starting pistol, and we still did some fucking work against these dudes. It was pretty fucking funny.
Right.
But yeah, anyway.
So these bunkers have been added in, and they're like locations on the map where you get a key card, and you can open up. I think there's like 10 of them or 11. You can open up the bunker. You go in there, and there's a bunch of chests, loot boxes, high tier ones as well. There's like a bunch of red ones, which usually have the legendary drops in them, right?
Yeah. I still haven't successfully gotten into a bunker. We found a red keycard drop, me, Jai, and Kleb.
Yep.
And so we murdered everyone at TV station, and we're like, oh, fuck it. Let's go to a bunker. And we got about 70% of the way to we got about 30% of the way to a bunker while driving, and we like just barely missed getting rocketed. And then we got 70% of the way there, and instead of getting rocketed, we just got fucking murdered instead. So still haven't managed to get into a bunker, but one day
That's the thing, right? Is I think it's an interesting addition. It's very similar to the Apex Legends, like you get the key, and you get the key to the vault, and you go and get that. And there's different vaults in the map. They got high level loot in them, but the problem I see here is that I think all of the bunkers are on the outside of the map, right? I think maybe there's one that is sort of a little bit on the inside, but not still anywhere near it. So you got to be lucky in terms of getting one of those in the circle, and you got to get it quite early. And the second thing is the economy system is still not in a place where I think it's necessary to go to one of these places, right? Because if you're going for one of these, it's going to, like you said, it took you guys a bunch of time to get there. You eventually get there, you get this gear, you don't really know what weapons you're getting. Is it worth it in the end? Or is it worth just getting a bunch of money and getting your loadout drop?
Yeah. Well, we already had the loadout drop too.
Yeah.
Like this was full blown, you go for it as a goof. It doesn't seem like we were like repeat dropping on the Mirage boat and just hitting the fucking the loot vault when we were playing Apex, because that made sense. That was like,
because you get good gear out of it.
Yeah, well,
you can't buy yourself purple shields and gold shields, and
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's not the same here, right? Like, we've already got our loadout. We're going into it because see what's there. I don't know. Have a squiz.
I mean, the interesting thing that they're doing is this 11th bunker that people are talking about. And I don't know if you've seen this yet, but people started solving it where the phones as well are now accessible. So there's like phones on around the map that you used to be able to interact with. Now they're relaying like messages in Russian, and people are decoding that. And eventually it like allows you to open up, like you go to specific points on the map, and you activate certain points, and if you do that, then it opens up the 11th bunker, and you can then get in that one, and that is a lot more, it's got more depth in it, but there's also a blueprint in there that you can unlock, an SMG blueprint, and that'll unlock it for you in your armory. So you get a brand new weapon out of that, and there's also a hidden nuke in there that is not activated yet, so they're inside that vault, there's actually more stuff that you can interact with, but none of that stuff is working, or people haven't figured it out yet. Last that I saw. So it's possible there could be a nuke in the game at some stage. Anyway.
Yeah. Right.
That would still be interesting. Like, I like the stuff they're doing about it, but again, it comes down to the economy, and I don't think it's balanced enough to the point where it's worth going for one of these things, unless you're getting like a shitload of money out of it or something.
Seems like the blueprint. I mean, I'd be interested to have a punt at trying to get the blueprint.
But then you need someone that
But
knows Morse code and understands Russian. That's, I think, where the problem comes in. Seems very finicky at this stage.
I mean, it's an Easter egg, right? Like it's an Easter
Yeah,
egg. I assume someone's decoded it, right? There's probably like a guide
they're
you can
they're
use or some
trying
shit.
to. It
Right.
seems like it's
Uh,
it's pretty easy to do it in Plunder as opposed to going
oh,
into
okay.
the main thing and trying to, because at least you can respawn.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. Like
I like the idea.
that. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I don't think the bolts are generally worth the effort, except for the curiosity factor.
Hmm.
That yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, maybe if they drop some others, like, all right, now we've got a couple of new uh I don't know, like as opposed to having a UAV, we've got something else in there, different type of cluster strike or some other
Yeah.
calling you can do. Like make it worth going in there or trying to do it at least.
Attack helicopter or
Could
some
be
shit.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, attack helicopter. Um, so anyway, I thought that's an interesting update. One of which they didn't mention was they didn't put the patch notes in and say, hey, this is now in there. It just kind of enabled, like it's been in
Yeah.
there for since the start of the game, but they never really mentioned it. So that's cool.
Yep.
They added armor boxes in, which I think is a good change, which means you can resupply your entire team, as opposed to someone going to the buy station and buying a bunch of armor and just leaving it on the floor. I think the armor box is really smart.
6 grand though. I think that's too expensive compared to that's 20 armor plates.
Yeah.
I think that's too expensive.
All right. What is it normally? 1,000, 1,500?
1,500. That's what I'm saying. You can
Yeah.
buy for 6 grand. You can buy fucking 20 armor plates, or you can buy one box.
I mean,
I guess if you're
it,
full and you've got shit tons of money, it'd be worth it. But
yeah, and you can
otherwise,
carry it with
yeah,
you, right? And then what if it's safer than sending all of us around to a buy station and it taking 10, 15 seconds to everyone buy their armor? Um, just go in, grab it, leave, take it with you. I guess that's the
yeah,
convenience of it, right? You get to take it with you.
true.
Yeah. Um, but otherwise, yeah, it's been good. I think I've jumped in a couple of games and played some. Lots of hot drops, which has been good. But yeah, keen to jump in and see what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm definitely keen to play some more.
Right.
One more game.
Yep. Monster Train.
Monster Train.
It should be out by the time people hear this. It's
True.
I think it's out tomorrow over here, so about 12 hours from recording. Um, yeah, we've been talking about this game for a while now. It is a roguelike deck building game where you're on a train in hell that has frozen over after the forces of heaven have invaded. And on the train is a pyre, and you're trying to get the pyre to a burning pyre to the middle of hell to light everything back up again.
Hmm.
The train is separated into 3 levels, and you play cards which you acquire during your playthrough, and you're trying to battle the enemies that board the train with your monsters, and hopefully beat the boss to progress to the next level. And you get gear, and you get new items, you get new cards, you level up. And we've been talking about it for a long time now, and we've really enjoyed it. So now that it is out, have you had a chance to play much more? Like they've obviously updated it quite a lot since we first talked about it. What are your thoughts?
I like it. According to Steam, I've played it for 25 hours. I
Yeah,
haven't been AFKing on it. So I've played a fucking lot of it. I like it, but I think it might have some balancing issues. In that I feel like I've solved it already. I know what to do. I know I can tell if I'm gonna win a run pretty much before the second boss fight. Or before the second battle even. Um that's like I think it has a problem in that by design, some of the things that I think are what like some of what makes it unique also might be its key issue, its key problem. Like for example, I've tried a like like I said, I know how to win every single time. I'm pretty sure if I could be bothered, I could go all the way through to 25. I don't know what each tier of Ascension changes, but I've seen up to I'm up to Ascension 5, and I've seen the changes, and I don't think that they are imposing enough to create a situation where I wouldn't be able to just repeat all the way through to 25. I don't think they add enough that yeah, really makes the game complex in a way that would stop my guaranteed win condition from working. And to that end, I played the other combinations, and I think there are some specifically less than viable play styles that I think should be more viable than they are. So to explain, um, the PR person handling the game, uh, he put together a challenge in Monster Train, so you can share challenges with other people, and what they have to do is then play through the game and attempt to beat your score. I think that at its core, this challenge system is inherently unfair because like you don't go in and post a challenge of your immediate run, right? Like you don't go in and oh yeah, well I'm going to play one game and that's going to be my challenge run, right? Like that's the challenge. Someone has to beat me on this one game, however I play it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I die on the first boss, or if I get all the way through, right? That's not it, right? What I think would be a better challenge system is if you could create a seed and then post a like post the challenge for the seed without having played it, and everyone plays on that same seed,
Mm-hmm.
right? On that same seed run. And everyone has to abide to the same rules. It's always on Ascension 2. It's always using Umbra and Hellhorn. It's always blah, 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 blah. Regardless, I played through, and the reason I didn't succeed is because I don't play. I hadn't been playing Umber and Hellhorned, and so I didn't really know best practices with those two
Clans.
that specific combo, right? But I do. I have played a lot of Umbra, which is the race that gets like these little minions that it can eat, morsel units.
Yeah.
It can eat them and power up. And I did know that there is the overgorger, where every time it eats a morsel, it gets +2 to its
Permanently.
damage output. And the only reason that I didn't succeed, and the only reason that I think you would succeed, is if you looked specifically at the run posted by the PR person, looked at what they achieved, and if you saw that his overgorger had quick and multi-strike,
Mm.
then you would know that multi-strike was possible. So the reason I didn't succeed is because I had to once I got out of, obviously I knew that it was possible, right? But what I was talking about before is the idea that I know before the second fight if I'm going to succeed. And I know that if I get an overgorger and if I have quick or multi-strike in that on that overgorger. If I have one of those two things, or if I have one of those three things, if I have an overgorger and one of those two things, I know I will succeed in that fucking run. Like
Mm.
it's guaranteed. It is a guaranteed win condition. Uh, at least up to Ascension 5. Probably, almost definitely beyond that. But I didn't look at what he had, and I didn't find multi-strike in any of the, I think, first 3 like character upgrades. And because he had like double money on or whatever, a double money modifier,
Yeah.
I would re-roll, but I still wasn't getting multi-strike. And so when I re-rolled like 3 times and didn't get multi-strike out of any of them, I'm like, okay, I'm obviously not getting multi-strike on this guy, so I just gotta boost them. I just gotta make sure that they like live through long enough. If I had seen that he had multi-strike, I would have left it open. He got multi-strike on a re-roll the very next shop purchase, right? Multi-strike turns that thing into a absolute like unstoppable killing machine, like absolutely fucking unstoppable. If I had gotten that multi-strike, I would have been fine. I would have won it, right? Because I went back and I did it again, knowing that I just had to wait for multi-strike to show up, and it worked. I had multi-strike. I fucking blitzed it. I think I beat the end score. I can't remember. I might not have. I think Ziggy D beat the challenge. I think I beat the score that he posted eventually. But the thing about the challenge is you only get one run, right? Like you only get one attempt to it, which is why I think it's inherently unfair because you don't post your first run, right? Like you don't post your first run of the challenge. But if the challenge were here's the seed, everyone has one run, that would be fair because you're not posting your best fucking attempts and being all like, okay, now it'd be like, I don't know, fucking I don't know, I make bread, right? Over the course of like 7 weeks, I make bread every day, and then I take the best loaf that I've got, I plonk it down, I'm like, here, eat this bread and then make something better. And certainly people who can make bread really well have the opportunity to make better bread. But if you're trying to replicate my bread and you've only got these ingredients to make it with, you can only use the ingredients you'll find in my cupboard, right? And I know where all the ingredients in my cupboard are, and I know everything about how my cupboard works, but you've got to go fucking dig through it, and you dig through it, and you're like, well, I can't find any fucking yeast, so I'm not 100% certain. I guess if I still can't find yeast, I'm just going to make fucking bread without yeast, right? That sort of thing. I don't know why I always use food analogies, but I do. That's why I think that challenge is inherently unfair. The challenge would be more fair if everyone was given the same starting point, right? I'm digressing. What I learned from that challenge was the Umbra Hellhorn wombo combo, because he had a fully maxed out Umbra and fully maxed out Hellhorn. And when you got fully maxed out Hellhorn, they get like this mad armor stacking that turns, like, basically it's a card you can play and you can stack armor for fucking years. You don't give a fuck about rage. You don't give a fuck about anything. All you want is an Overgorger on the bottom fucking level with armor enough to live forever, and that's it. That's the game. And ever since I've done that, I now win every single time. Like, without even trying. I know I will win. It's over. It is straight up over. There is no variance in it. Like, the game can't throw anything at me that will curveball that, because I already know, like, most of the time, the last 2 with fucking I haven't lost in I don't know how fucking long, but better than that, the last 2 attempts, the final boss has been dead before the combat phase. Like, he's dead before the combat phase because I put trample on my fucking Overgorger, who's doing fucking 250 damage per hit, and he's doing 2 hits. The first hit kills everything that enters on the first level, and if that dipshit fucking Seraph happens to be on the first level as well, he's copping 250 damage as well, plus whatever the overload is. He usually eats fucking 400 damage, like every fucking time he comes to the first level. It is guaranteed, and I'm buffing the cunt the whole fucking time. Like, it's goofy, and that's like there is actually an even bigger. There's a goofier win condition that I have not actually gotten the last 2 or 3 times I've played, because you get an artifact that allows you to keep your turns between
preserve
turns. Your energy between turns.
Yeah.
Right? And there is a card that allows you to eat a morsel X amount of times.
Yeah.
And then
trigger that ability.
And like if I get a 7+7+7 morsel 22 times, not only does he get 22 times 7, so he's doing fucking 800 fucking damage or some shit, but he also does his base amount of damage, plus he does +2 for every single one of those. Plus, there's an artifact that makes him eat every morsel twice.
Yeah.
You do the stupidest amount of fucking damage. And the thing is, you don't even need that. That's not even the win condition. That is just if you want to fucking flex on a fucking motherfucker and go all out. Just get real stupid with it. That's if you've got way too much money and you just don't give a fuck. You're like, well, I'm just gonna I'll buy that. I'll buy those 2 artifacts. I'll re-roll and buy a couple of other artifacts because I got fucking so much money because nobody's fucking touched me in the last fucking 5 fights. And then you just cycle through again. The problem comes when you try anyone other than fucking Umbra. I tried to do a spell build, and spell builds, I think, fundamentally don't work in this game, right? Because it's not a game built around using spells. Spells are an active ability, whereas success in Monster Train is passive, right? The relentless modifier that the boss gets when it starts its final phase, which is it will attack until it dies, or it wins the level, right? Relentless mean you can't cast spells during relentless, right? And it's a huge problem, right? I think it's if you were to nerf Overgorger, right, it would be a minor problem. I don't know how you would nerf Overgorger in a way that would stop it, but if you were to nerf Overgorger, it would be a minor problem, because ultimately what you would want to do is continue to feed your Overgorger during the boss fight phase, but that's not allowed to happen, right? But when you're building a spell deck where all you're doing is you got all these fucking minions, all these characters that you play, and they does 0 damage, has 4 health, plus 8 magic damage, right? Cool, sweet. Okay, so now I've got cards right in hand that do fucking 60 damage 4 times to a random character, right? Which is awesome, right? As long as the boss is on that level with all the magic power boosts, right? I can dump a fuck ton of damage on the boss at random. But I've also it'll be on if he's the only one on that level, then he's gonna eat a bunch of shit. He's gonna eat 4 times 6, 240 damage. He's gonna eat a shit ton of damage, right? But if he's not the only one on that level, if there's anyone else on that level, then he's gonna take reduced amounts of damage. So you instead have to. So when you're playing a spell build, your entire fucking game is beating the boss before it makes it to the final phase, because none of your fucking minions are built in a way that allows them to live through that shit. Like, they're just not built that way. And if you are building minions to beat a boss, then you're not building a spell fucking build. Like, that's you're building some weird hybrid. But it's weird because there is one of the fucking the fishy dudes. They're built around spells, right? They're built for spells,
Right.
and like their entire philosophy is just pissed away whenever you like enter the relentless phase. Like, there's just it just feels like they are built in such a way. Like, I think relentless is such a huge issue for Monster Train, right? Because I think at some level it has to exist to speed things up, and I think it does sort of create a significant amount of tension in between rounds. But at the same time, I think is sort of core to a lot of balancing issues that Monster Train winds up having, because you can't balance the most efficient way to build is a very passive fucking train setup. And as soon as you stop building a passive train, as soon as you attempt to build an active train, you wind up in a situation where you are at a significant disadvantage anytime Relentless engages. Like, it's not just fucking, like, there's a reason when you're doing Umbra and Hellhorn that you, like, the only time you use Rage is if it happens to show up in your fucking morsels. Yeah, there's a reason why Hellhorn is used specifically for its armor gain only, and not for the fucking like the rage that it gives, because rage dissipates over the course of Relentless. And so you could build.
You can get the permanent rage.
Yeah, but like, you can't bank on.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm talking about a win condition, I'm talking about something you can guarantee. You can't guarantee that you're going to get that relic, right? Like, and if you don't get that relic, yeah, rage is fucking useless. You'd never know. Like, you'd never know if you had a win condition or not. And it's generally useful in these deck building roguelites or whatever the fuck they're called, to know if you're actually going to win or not at some early stage, so they don't piss away a fucking run on an unwinnable objective. You know, I don't know. I think it's got some balancing issues. I really enjoy it for the Zen experience, which is what I enjoy Slay the Spire for. But yeah, I just wound up thinking that, yeah, it just didn't have, like, I think Relentless poses too many issues. And I don't know, there's a part of me that believes that having found a guaranteed win condition, or guaranteed to the point that I'm up to, sort of makes it a bit
I mean, there
dull.
could be a point where it stops working, because there's 25 or more than that covenants where it increases difficulty. So that may stop at some stage, and you'll have to find some other way. Maybe they know about it and they're like, yeah, that's cool, you can use that up until this level, and then try and figure it out, solve the next problem.
If it's not level 6 though, right? How many runs do I have to do where I'm just doing the same fucking thing over and over? Can't I just skip ahead to the part where it's challenging?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, maybe it should have like a score modifier. Like, if you get this score on something, and then it works out what your covenant rank is, or like an MMR or something like that.
If you've beat Seraph before he's entered the final phase, like the last fucking 3 games in a row, maybe, you just leapt ahead 10 levels and some shit, so it can fucking try to challenge you.
But I'd still do like the custom challenges. I think the thing you're talking about is maybe just because it was set up to be a one-off thing. Like, you could probably set it up to be have multiple tries if you wanted to. Or
no, I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure that's the custom.
Oh, is it? Like, but at some stage they could change it.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. They should change it to just a seed or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want multiple tries, because I think the initial challenge setter doesn't get multiple tries, right? But, or like, if it did have multiple tries, just see people eking out more and more points. I think that'd be an interesting little race.
Yeah,
as well.
Because I did the same challenge, and I didn't know it was only one go. I also didn't read that it had been put on hard, and so there's like a modifier in the levels that you can put on, like, make it harder, and you'll get bonus gear. And like the first level, I ticked it because I usually do that anyway. And I'm like, man, these things are fucking kicking the shit out of me. Because I've been playing Umbra and Hellhorn as like my clan setup for a couple of cards, and I'm like, I'm getting minced. Like, I don't think I'm gonna make it through like the first 2 levels. And the second level came, and I did it again. I was like, I'm still getting like, I don't know what is happening. And then I realized the Covenant thing, and I was like, oh shit, it's been like buffed up. And then I also was like, why have I got so much money? What the fuck is going on? So I should have read the rule sets, so I knew what was going on. But I still dug it. Like, I still dug it. I still enjoyed the challenge because I'd never jumped in and checked out any of that.
I would love to. Like, I realize I haven't been, I don't know, glowing in my opinion of this game, but I think like if you like the rogue building, the deck building roguelite, you should definitely like get in on Monster Train. Like, it's definitely worth playing. And I'd love to post challenges in the Gap Discord and see if people could, but I would 100% want like it to be more, I guess, holistic in its approach to challenges before we did. Because I wouldn't want to post a challenge of, you know, me blitzing every cunt because I know my fucking perfect build. Even though I've half shared it already. But like, yeah, like, I just don't think that'd be fair. I think it'd be more interesting if it was semi-randomized via seeding or something. But yeah, no,
I think that might be hard, right? How do you, like, at what stage are you having like permanent seeding so that every person has the same move at the same time? Like, that seems really difficult to do. Like, so that you're getting the same.
I'm more thinking like if you could like generate the challenge that we did, right, the run that we did, like set some parameters at the start. You know, it's Umbra Hellhorned. Generate a challenge that's Umbra Hellhorned Ascension 1 or Covenant 1, with double money modifier, right? I think that was the challenge that we did. Set that, right, but you don't post a score. Nobody posts a score, or like the scores don't get posted for like 24 hours. You know? Like, nobody can see the scores, nobody can see what builds people used, and then like sort of like a blind auction type thing, you know, like where everyone just then the scores come out, and then maybe have the challenge available for another 24 hours, and it's a fucking free for all where you can see what like fucking Ziggy D posted fucking 48,000. You go have a look at what he fucking put together, and you're like, that cheeky cunt was definitely exploiting the fuck out of that X times your eating morsel card. Like, he was using that fucking every single time. Like, and like have just a fucking full run on, and like I think that'd be a really interesting way to do the challenge.
And there's other multiplayer modes.
There is
there as well. There's like an 8-player one.
But yeah, it's sort of like a battle royale. Like,
it's extremely smartly done. Not only the seating, like the way I can share challenges with you, because like we got sent it, and all I did was click on. It's like a URL, and it fires up the game. You jump straight in, keeps track of everybody. You can see who's playing at the same time as you. I was playing, and other people were playing at the same time, and I could see them on my screen, like where they were on the train and what they were doing, how many points they had. It's so...
You see where people died.
Yeah, it's so well
Leo
done.
died at the first boss. I still can't work out how he died at the first boss. Gold.
Yeah, he was playing the same way I was. Like, everything was hard.
This
will be easy.
Must be.
So I want to jump more into the multiplayer, but I've been playing tons of the single player, just messing around with different builds. And, I mean, I'm really digging this game a lot. It's my podcast game at the moment. Well, it's been my podcast game for weeks now, because we've had access for a while, even up to the beta stuff. We were checking it out, but like, I'll chuck a podcast on and play like 1 or 2 rounds, which is usually like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes for 2 games, something like that. I dig it a lot. Like, checking out the different, like, each of the clans seem to play wildly differently. Like the morsels and like feeding your units and getting more points and power through that stuff was so interesting to me because I was playing as like Hellhorn and what's the Green Clan? I can't remember what their name is, but I was playing a bunch of them, and then going
Yeah.
from that to Umbra and being like, wow, this is like such an interesting build, and the way it's sort of the mechanics behind it is so cool. And then just like finding other things, like I was playing the Wax build yesterday and having those units where like stuff gets extinguished and then they like replicate themselves, and then you've got weird spells where you can hit units, and if you slay them, you get a permanent damage boost, and so you just keep fucking hammering minions with this card. Like you put endless on it, and it just pops up every round and smash things. Like there's an interesting spell for you to use.
I do it on my own. I'll like summon shitty wax dudes and just slay them with that card myself, like my own guys.
Yeah,
like just get fed, cunts. You're just building up this card, motherfuckers.
And then today, I didn't realize you could ascend or descend your own units because I'd been doing it to the enemy units.
Oh right, yeah.
Did you know you could do that?
Yeah.
And then that fucks, like, you can put units on floors that are full, and it just it extends the limit, but like it's just overburdened now, and so you can play around with that. You can stack units into another area, like something that's a 4-star, a 4-span space unit, dump him up one level, and all of a sudden you've like overexpanded and start dumping more stuff on this one, like stuff that I've just figured out today that I'm like, oh, because I've never tried to do that. I'm usually descending other units or the enemies and doing that sort of thing. I accidentally was like, well, I've got this card. What am I going to do with it? Oh, let's fucking do this. And then that worked. I was like, holy shit, all right. That has completely changed the way I can think about this. So that stuff is really cool. Yeah, man. I dig this game a lot. It's one of my favorite games this year so far, easily.
Yeah.
Like top 3 for me, hands down. I've had so much fun with it. Like I played Slay the Spire after I played this because you recommended it a lot, and I just couldn't get into Slay the Spire as much as Monster Train. It could be to do with the art style. I think the art style in Monster Train is like fantastic. All the cards are animated. All the faces of them look really pretty. The game looks amazing. It's not a game where you're watching like cards hit each other. Like in a Hearthstone where you put a card out and the card goes and hits the enemy. Like you actually see these monsters on the train, and they're like battling each other. They're still definitely like hitting, but you can see them animate, which is really cool. And you get a feeling for like they've got weight behind them, and they feel really good when they're in battle. And you can see what's going on. Like I just like the aesthetic. I like the premise of it. Being you're the bad guys basically. Like all that stuff is really compelling. I like the multiplayer. And for 30 hours in, I'm still learning more about the game. I'm unlocking more cards. I've still got a lot ways to go. I feel like I could probably get to about 50 hours before I unlock all of the decks completely. And then where do you go from there? Like that's what I want to see. Like what happens next? Like what's their plans in terms of
what do they do with it? Yeah.
I know they've got like daily challenges in there, and you can go and do that sort of stuff. But how are they gonna drop more clans if the game is successful? I think it will be. It's gonna appeal to the Slay the Spire crowd, especially.
Deck building roguelites are fucking huge, man.
Yeah, and I honestly think this is an excellent game. Like if I was reviewing it, it'd get a really good score because I've had so much fun just playing it in my spare time. Like Underlords was kind of like my podcast game, and I haven't touched Underlords in a long time. Yeah. So Monster Train's out now. I don't actually know the price. I think it's pretty reasonable. Like that could have been an area where I was like, oh, you can't do that, but it seems like they've done a pretty good job on the price. I'm just trying to find it now because it was on their Twitter page when I was looking earlier. 24 US, which is pretty good. It's the same price as Slay the Spire. So check that out. It's available now on Steam. All right, we got some news here. There's a bit to go through, but we'll try and blast through it. Take-Two announced that Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold over 130 million units, which is insane. This is
That
on
is
top
fucking
of
crazy.
them giving it away for free, which crashed the Epic Game Store last week.
Yeah.
That's a stupid number. I think I read that it's the highest selling game of this generation, or at least like top 2 or something like that. It's
That's bananas. That is
it's
crazy.
yeah, it's a ridiculous number. But what I wanted to add to that is that, I mean, I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot, and it's made me kind of think about what they were saying with that Kotaku piece, where they've changed culture and they're looking at the next game being a lot sooner than what they've sort of been doing in their life cycle, and it being a moderately sized game. I think was the term that they used. Because I'm having a ton of fun with my second playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I don't know what a moderately sized Rockstar game looks like. Because the thing that I like about Red Dead is how expansive that world is, and being able to explore it and run into things that you kind of wouldn't expect. Like, you kind of just find them; they're just out in the world. And so, what systems? Like, what is a game where it's not as
What
big? Like, how
what
much?
goes away?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
focused is a Rockstar game? Um, in that sense. So, yeah, it's got me a little bit like, you know, I just don't know what it if it would appeal more to me, because Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead, I feel like, do things that other games haven't really done in terms of scale. Like, does it end up looking more like an Assassin's Creed, where there's just lots of stuff everywhere, but it's all kind of samey and, you know, things you've kind of done before? Um, so, you know, I'm just cautious about that. Mainly, it just came back to the top man because I've been playing it a lot recently, and every time I find something that I haven't seen before, that I've spent like 140, 50 hours in this game already, or I'm like, okay, that's new. I haven't seen that. Um, so anyway, 130 million units is a lot
That is
anyway.
fucking crazy.
Yeah. Next up, Ghosts of Tsushima. The gameplay trailer dropped, which is a game coming out next July, or this July, from Sony. Did you see this trailer at all? If you did,
Yeah, and I liked it. I
really,
reckon it looks gorgeous.
yeah,
I think I guess I didn't really know what to expect from Ghosts of Tsushima, but I've got a much better idea now. I guess it's
yeah,
basically fucking the assassin. That's
Assassin's
why
Creed,
we don't have an Assassin's Creed Ninja game.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks fucking awesome. I'm very excited to check it out more.
Hmm.
To explore the difference between the samurai style and ninja style and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I thought it was a good gameplay trailer. Got to actually see
I
some
mean,
gameplay and stuff.
yeah, they showed
So
some gameplay.
mm,
Good timing. I appreciate the 20-minute gameplay trailer. Um I I guess the only concerns that I've sort of got is how does that combat behave? How
yep.
arcadey is it going to be? Um,
Yep.
or or Dark Soulsy, I guess. And then on top of
Mm,
that, it did remind me a lot of like an Assassin's Creed. So how much of it is going to be going from point A to point B and kind of uh, checking things off a list, as opposed to like that moment in the trailer where they show you coming across the fox and following the fox and trying to, like, that sort of
yep.
stuff, like out exploring for yourself. If it does a
Mm,
lot of that, then I'm all for it. Um,
yeah.
you know, to their credit, the Ubisoft games recently have been doing a lot more of that, like the exploration sense, where they're not marking things on the map to be like, oh, go over here and this is where you'll find your next objective. They've been doing the giving you hints of where you should be sort of searching and going into, which I've enjoyed a lot more. Odyssey just had way too much of that. Like, it was just all over the place. So I'm curious to see what Sucker Punch does. It's Sucker Punch, right? Um,
Yeah. Sounds.
does with
Yep. Yep.
Ghosts. I think that, are we going to call it Ghosts, or is that too much like Ghost Recon or Tsushima?
Yeah, Tsushima, I think, is the
What about GOT?
easy. Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Anyway, so that'll be out July. Should be good fun. The next one we've got here is Adventure Beats. Jeff Grubb says that Sony's eyeing an early June event for the PlayStation 5, although the dates may shift. And so this was an article that he posted yesterday, 2 days ago. Did you get a chance to read this or see much about it? No. Jeff's been pretty on the point for a lot of stuff recently in terms of sort of what Xbox and what Microsoft and Sony have been doing for their information. Sorry, for their events. And he seems to believe that what he's heard is early June is their current plans, that it could change because of the coronavirus stuff. But if it does shift, it won't be too far apart. And then what they'll be doing after that is a state of play event in August, which will focus on even more games. It sounds like this one will be, they'll be showing games, but also some of the tech stuff. We may not get a look at the console, but
really?
Okay. We'll see. which I mean, you think about it, if E3 was in mid-June, we'd probably get a tech reveal a week or two before anyway, and then they could do their games at actual E3. I mean, these dates fit pretty accurately with what you'd probably expect from Sony around about then.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Next up, we've got Respawn Entertainment has opened a new studio in Vancouver, which will be taking over support for Apex Legends. So it looks like the current Apex Legends team will be, I guess, moving off that project onto something else. And this Vancouver studio will start ramping up and supporting the updates and game from then on. I don't know, like, I put this in here, like, is this maybe the reason why Drew McCoy and John Schoenling left? They knew this was kind of coming. They wanted to get out of there before this happened. Maybe they didn't want this to go ahead, or maybe they gave them the heads up that they were leaving, and then Respawn decided to start a new studio. There's a lot of speculating that could happen here, but either way.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I don't know, maybe they didn't. It's hard to say exactly without knowing, but yeah, it seems like, it definitely
seems strange to me.
It's interesting timing.
I mean, if you've got this extremely successful game, right? You're basically his producer director on it, and your lead programmer, or one of your lead programming engineers, decide to leave. To me, that sounds like they've had the opportunity to go on and make whatever they want from here on, right? Probably Respawn to be like, you've got the keys, you do whatever you want. And that doesn't sound like what's happened to you. It sounds like they maybe were not happy with the decisions being made and decided to leave.
Yeah.
That's what I get from it.
Yep. But yeah, until we know a lot more, it's hard to speculate too much.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess we'll find out what exactly that means for Apex going forward, but until then, we're not really sure.
Yep.
Doom Eternal update adds, the first Doom Eternal update has added in a Denovo anti-cheat, which is providing kernel level access. And in doing so, players are reporting instability of the game and also performance degradation, which has resulted in 7,000 negative reviews on Steam. And not good feedback on their part. Have you been following this at all?
No, I haven't, but holy shit. Do I have the game installed?
I uninstalled it already.
Yeah. I do still have it installed, but it's not on auto update, so.
Right. So Marty Stratton put up a post today on the Reddit page of the Doom Eternal website, Basically saying that they've taken the feedback from the community. The next update that they release will remove the Denovo anti-cheat. But going forward, they didn't really specify what they're going to do next. There was a lot of writing in that post about why they added this in there. It came down to, I guess, stopping people from cheating, but also because they're adding in the mode where you can kind of invade people in the campaign. They want to stop people from cheating in there as well.
Sure.
But they didn't really talk about like what their plans are going forward to stop that. Or like try and say the things you're concerned about aren't an issue or anything like that. They kind of just said, well, okay, we've heard your feedback, we're removing it, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I mean, it's a good move, but like, did it need to get to this point? I think there's a lot of harm that's already been done. Like 7,000 reviews over that period of time. People were not happy. Like, people are generally not happy with Denovo anyway. And when you go, oh, they've got a new anti-cheat that they're trying to implement, like, surely you knew that was going to kick up a storm.
That is insane.
Mm.
Crikey. Yeah. Anti-cheat issues, eh? Have they fixed Valorant yet, or
No.
do you still have that installed?
I've still got it installed, but I've got Vanguard switched off.
Right. Lunacy.
Yeah. Anyway. Next up, we've got PUBG 7.2. The update has gone live. We talked about this last week. Since we talked about it, they actually removed one of the big features we were talking about, which was the gas cans. They were having problems with that, and so that big change has not been brought across to this new live update. But the other big change, which we talked about, was bots. They have added that in, and they seem to be going extremely well for the community. They're loving it.
They love it.
They love it. No, that's a lie. Everybody hates it.
Yes.
So I guess we were kind of speculating as to how much the bots would affect the game, right? Because they were saying that higher level players wouldn't notice them. Like, we were only putting bots into sort of increase the enjoyment of newer players. They felt like they were getting kills. Turns out that's not the case. We've got content creators posting all sorts of videos and playing the game. We've got like stats on a lot of these rounds that are being played out, and we're talking about like 100-person battle royale game with between 15 to 4 actual real players in each match, and the rest of them being filled with bots. And there's a bunch of stats websites out there that can actually check that stuff. And this seems to be pretty consistent with like people's experiences. The bots behave extremely poorly. Like, I've seen videos of people just following bots around, like dodging them in the streets, like just standing there, running up and punching them without getting killed. Bots trying to fight each other that look ridiculously stupid. The bots actually don't spawn at the start of the game. They're spawning them during the match.
Baz posted a fucking link in our Discord to a guy like watching it happen, watching it in action. It is woeful. Holy shit. So yeah, they don't spawn at the start of the match. They spawn in waves as the circle closes.
Yeah, in the same spot, it looks like, at least on occasions. Yeah, man, it's not going well. Like, you look at the front page of their Reddit community, and it's just the entire page is about these bots and what is going on with their. I've seen content creators.
Bots can't loot. So they're spawning them later. So the later area bots have good gear. So the later they spawn, the better the gear they have.
Right.
I think Kleb got into a game where it was just him and one other real player. And he got 12 kills, and the other real player went out in 34th. Oh boy. Yeah, that's just awful.
I mean, there was a. I don't know if you've seen this one. There's a content creator named is it Choco Taco?
Yep.
Choco Taco, depending on how you say it. And he was saying that like he makes his money off of creating content for PUBG, and he's like I'm happy for this game to die because this isn't what I want to do. Like I make my money off this game, but I don't want to play this anymore. It's yeah, it's causing a lot of problems. PUBG haven't addressed it as of yet. I mean, I
Yeah.
assume they would try and get rid of this immediately. Like, just pull the update, roll back. But whoever's making these decisions doesn't know what they're doing. It seems like how this was not like what you obviously could have seen this coming. You have to have the foresight to see this is a problem, unless this is their end game. Like this is what
Yeah.
they want out of it. In which case, okay, they're gonna lose their hardcore player base. But if they're happy with people shooting bots, okay, fair enough. So I don't know. Like I don't know what to say about this. It just seems like they do mistake after mistake after mistake, and
Yep.
there's just no. They're not doing a lot of good. It sucks because it was such a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikers.
That's the sound they made right then when they shut the bed. All right, that's it. Oh, we got any questions?
We do. Let's have a squeeze. Fridge Monster Man writes. Oh, hang on. No, Kleb writes. My bad. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah. Klebo Madi writes, hello, Mr. Joab and Mr. Luke. My question pertains to the Kleb the Snake comment made by Joab in episode 516. I feel that Luke might be a neutral judge, so this question is mainly for him. Do players who are knocked out in a fight have the claim to any subsequent kill? I think this is about the Apex, one of the Apex wins we had. Do players who are knocked out in a fight have the claim to any subsequent kills in said fight? As Mr. Joe failed to eliminate the final enemy in our most pitiful Apex win and was, in fact, knocked down himself, I swooped in to finish the job. So I ask of you, does that make me a snake or a hero? What do you think, Luke? So this is the we had back-to-back wins in Apex once we worked out what the fuck we were doing and how to stop playing like it was Warzone.
Right.
And we had a win where he got a single kill and I think like fucking 100 damage or some shit. Like not even enough damage for a single person. And I got double the damage that he did, but no kills at all because we literally never saw anyone. And this was the only person that we actually saw in the game.
Yeah.
So yes, to his question, do I have any claim to the kill?
I generally look at the damage at the end of the game
Oh,
to see who's done what, because then you can tell. I guess the good thing about Apex is it takes into account assists pretty well.
true.
I don't think Warzone's not doing that yet. It's just doing damage and kills. So
yeah.
I think it just depends on how much damage you're doing and what else is happening. Like if I'm doing 3,000 damage in Warzone and I've got like 2 kills and someone else has like 8 kills and 400
you must
damage,
be playing
I'm
with
like,
Grey Squirrel.
Yeah. I'm like, what is happening here? I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there to see what happened, so I can't. I need like a recording of what went down. A moment.
Snake it is. Snake it is. Gavel, gavel, gavel. I lost my gavel. Fridge Monster Man writes, hi, Joab. Hi, Luke. So, cheaters and hackers in online shooters, you guys have been talking about them for years and the various solutions devs have been using to combat them. I quite like the one where all the hackers are matched up against each other. That sounds hilarious, but I often wonder what motivates people to cheat in these games. Surely they can't be cheating their way to the top of the leaderboards as they will be found out and banned, making their victories short-lived and hollow. Could it be that the game is more fun for them when they can be a headshot god, knowing that they are ruining it for everyone else? Yeah, man. Look, the crazy thing about fucking cheaters is they cheat for fucking a billion different reasons. There are so many reasons that like people cheat. I think there's a really fucking good example of this pretty recently. I don't know if you saw this, Luke, but like the fucking
kid,
hey,
the kid.
the kid.
Oh no,
The
go
kid,
you
the
go.
kid.
It must be something else. I'll tell you after
I was
this.
gonna talk. I was going to talk about the fucking Apex Predator, rank 1 Apex Predator and rank 2 Apex Predator both got banned from the game late last week, I think, because they were fucking caught teaming in ranked games. So they were, two groups of 3 were making a team of 6 so that they could eke out higher wins. Their excuse was that everyone else was teaming, and so it was the only way for them to combat it. That is, there's a reason in and of itself. Obviously, surely cheating couldn't to the top of the leaderboard wouldn't be satisfying. And yet, here are the 2 top of the leaderboard Apex Predators like actively cheating, because teaming is 100% cheating. It's why I insist whenever we have our big like giant squads where we've got like 12 to 16 people in the channel, we split everyone out. I insist that nobody fucking mentions anything, because I don't want any fucking I don't like any fucking multiplayer cheating. I don't even like when like we jump across channels and someone was like, oh yeah, we died here. I don't even like that, because that's information, and information's everything in a battle royale, right? I'm not like fucking banning people over it or some shit, but like, yeah, I just don't want any fucking info, right? That's teaming's cheating. It's not hacking, obviously. It's not, the fucking aimbots or whatever, but it is, in my opinion, still cheating. And then you go even deeper and you've got like, yeah, the more casual cheats. You got the people who like cheat just to, I don't know, see what it's like, see what to look for, see, the whole idea of, you can only know what to look for if you've seen cheaters in action. That was actually 100% a factor back in the Game Arena days when we used to get fucking videos through. People would go to the TIO to complain about being banned from Game Arena servers, which was always extremely entertaining. They'd also email the CEO of Telstra to request being unbanned, and those emails would invariably come through to my boss and I, because that's where they sent any Game Arena emails.
Yeah.
And so we'd get those emails and we'd be like, all right, and we'd hit up the team at Mammoth, and that we'd be like, what's going on? So we've got another one of these complaints, and they'd be like, talk to the game ops. They talk to the game ops. The game ops would be like, here's the fucking evidence, and you'd watch, and you could see, right? And once you've seen enough cheaters, you can see even really subtle cheats. You can see the behavior of people who cheat and the behavior of people who are experienced hackers, right? It goes like, obvious hackers, they toggle their aimbots on, right? They just toggle aimbots on, and you can see them just fucking tracking people. And like I've talked about it in Warzone, the people who, even when you're down, their cursor still remains on the head as you fall to the ground. That's because they're just toggling, they toggle aimbotting. But more subtle people will keep you like in vision so they know where you are until they get to a point where they're certain that they can engage you, and then they will toggle no recoil or toggle aimbot on and off real quick on a fucking thumb mouse button or some shit. Like there are different levels. Some people do it because they need to win, right? And they can't win on their own, and they don't know how other people win. And a lot of them reason to themselves the way that the 2 Apex Predator dudes did, that everyone else is doing it. That's the only reason why I'm losing, is because everyone else is cheating. I mean, it's common, right? Like once that fragment is there, it's common. I fall prey to it all the fucking time. Anytime I fucking watch a kill cam back, I'm looking to see if I was killed because it was a cheater or if I was outplayed. And it takes a lot for me to fucking accept that I've been outplayed. If I see jewelry and Eddie's and a Chinese flag and a Chinese name, it takes a lot for me to fucking accept that I was outplayed, even though a lot of the time I was, like, because the suspicion is there. The fucking, that kernel of doubt exists suddenly because you've seen it happen too many times. You've seen them fucking track you through walls and stuff like that. You were, who was the kid?
Oh, so there was a video that went around last year, end of last year, that I saw was doing another round this last week or two, about this kid who was being interviewed by a news channel because he saved somebody's life. He's like a 14-year-old kid, and and he's playing Counter-Strike on his computer, and they're filming him, and he's using he's using cheats while they're filming.
No, you've got to fucking link me to this shit. I want to see this.
I mean, I think it was him in a training room, like he was versing bots or something. But he still had cheats installed. Like he may have been at that time using them against bots, but when the cameras aren't, they were probably like, "Oh, get on the computer," and he was quickly like firing it up, and jumps in the training ground, has his hacks on, off he goes. But yeah, like he's got them installed. He's probably using them in the real environment.
Oh my god!
And he's got his like keyboard.
You've got to link me to this show.
He has his like keyboard tilted, at an angle, when you used to go to LANs back in the day. Yeah, because he's pro, and it's just like, why are you doing that? That makes no sense. Nobody does that anymore.
That is amazing.
I got to find it for you, but it was on Reddit.
I love it.
That just reminded me of that. It's just like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So, all right.
But
questions.
Anyway, to finish off that point, I just remembered that you talked about the kid and that I'd gone on for 15 fucking minutes. There are those who need to win and figure that other people only beat them because they're hacking as well, and so they want to even the playing field. There are people who want to see what hacking is like, so they reason that they can tell what cheating looks like, and then there are those absolutely who just want to troll. They're 100% those sorts of people, and they exist, and they're dirtbags, but fuck them.
Yeah.
Good question.
I'll link it in the general chat for people to have a look at.
Yeah,
I thought it was quite funny. Yeah. Thanks for the question.
Great question. Thanks to you. And Kleb, even though obviously you got blapped. You were wrong. You snake. Jake. Kleb the snake. Jake the snake. Anyway.
Yep. Okay. That's it.
That is it.
That's the show. You can find us on iTunes, Android, Windows Store, Spotify, YouTube, all those places you can get your podcasts. Pocket Casts. I like to use Pocket Casts. You can find us on The Gap, the GA Podcast, The Gap Podcast, all those things. If you do have a moment, please rate and review the show. Helps other people find us. And maybe one day we'll get on Spotify exclusively, where we can make $200 million. But until then, we won't be doing that.
Fuck yeah.
So Joe Rogan's the only one apparently that can do that.
Even though I'm Joe Bogan.
Yep.
Joe Bogan.
That's what it is. You can email us, thegapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Discord, thegapodcast.com/Discord if you want to jump in there, leave us some questions, or just play some games. Maybe you get Monster Train and you want to play with a couple of games with us. You can do that. Or you can play some Warzone. We're jumping in Warzone pretty much every night these days to check out that game. Find some bunkers with Joab.
Yep.
You can find us on social media.
And then die in them.
Camp in them. Facebook.com/GA Podcast, Twitter.com/GA Podcast. You can find us on YouTube, thegapodcast.com/YouTube. You can watch the video podcast format if you want. Chuck up some Monster Train this week, some Call of Duty, and maybe a few other things. I think I recorded some VR stuff as well. I don't think the Star Trek will work very well on top of the podcast because it's a lot of us talking, but and pointing at things.
I've uploaded a clip of Deep Rock Galactic,
right?
That I figured you could probably chuck on, but a lot of what I find unbelievably entertaining about it is voice related. So it'll just mostly be me shooting fucking flamethrowing bugs. But yeah. Anyway.
Sweet. Otherwise, you can go to our website, which is thegeopodcast.com. It's got links to all the things we just talked about, including past episodes of the show. If you want to go check them out, you can do that. And that's all thanks to our Patreon members. If you want to help support the show, you can go to patreon.com/GApodcast. Become a member. It helps us pay the bills. We really appreciate that. It's come into handy. Very, very, very handy this month because we've had to pay a bunch of bills for hosting. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. If you'd like to pimp anything out, Joab, you can do that right now. Otherwise,
head to Red Bull, check out my Rainbow Six Steel Wave preview, and head to Player 2 to check out my I played like through Greymore with 2 members of the Elder Scrolls Online team.
Nice.
So with Rich Lambert and Ed Stark. That's his real name. Don't go to the capital, Ed. It doesn't work out well for you. But yeah, played it through with them. It was actually like a really interesting way to check out a preview of a game. Like playing through, I was able to like look at things in my own way. They're sort of leading me along. I can ask questions. It worked out really well. I think it's a really good preview of Elder Scrolls Online. So yeah, check that out on player2.net.au.
Yeah.
What about you? You got anything?
Previews have definitely changed recently.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right.
All sorts of.
I had to wake up at 7. I had to get online at 7 a.m. to do that fucking preview.
Yeah.
It was 5 p.m. for them and like 10 p.m. for the PR handler. Like, it was fucking weird. They're like just fucking all over the place.
So someone's in New York, someone's in LA.
Yeah.
You're in Australia. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yep.
You can find me twitter.com/Luke Lawrie, Lawrie. I got nothing going up this week, so you can just go follow me on that if you want to. Otherwise, I think that's it. I'm not sure what's going on next week. I can't think of any games that are out. So
we could have talked about it this week. I've been playing a bunch of it, but the podcast wouldn't be allowed to go up until 11 p.m. So fuck it. I figured we'd push it out to next week.
Yeah, we had enough to talk about this week anyway.
It's very true. We had fucking loads.
Yeah.
And maybe some Minecraft dungeons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get on it.
So we'll get some stuff.
Cool. We got a show next week. That's good. We're back then. I'll see you then.
Yay!